If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
I have plenty of Geist too. Magical.
Give the full second.
Hey, say hello, everyone.
Oh, hey!
Hey, everyone!
Hey,
Don't
everybody.
look at me.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
I got brothers. Hello, and welcome to Autumn People, a Happy Jacks podcast. And I have a thing I'm supposed to say.
Go fuck yourself.
Where's the thing?
I ate it.
Okay,
I ate it
well,
before we started.
We'll have to wing it.
you can find us at happyjacks.org/autumnpeople.
Yeah, you did it!
I did it. And there are other things, too, that I'm supposed to say that I don't know.
Happy Jacks/shows, right?
Yeah, if
Happy
you
Jacks
like-
slows.
Check out all of our shows.
Mhm.
Do it. They're all good.
And how. And
There you go.
I am your host, Tappy. And then to my right, we have...
Hello, I'm Sam. I play Grace Carter-Bennett, who is the normalest widow in the history of widows.
Yeah. It says more about other widows than it does about drinks.
She's definitely not a horrible Geist monster that's just become queen of the underworld. Nope. Don't worry about it. The underworld is now on the moon. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do.
The Skull Moon.
Hey, your loved ones will look down on you forever.
Exactly.
Well, they already look
Judging.
down at me.
Every night.
Oh.
As they scream for infinity.
Yay!
My name is Eli, and I'm playing Charles Wagner. Hopefully doesn't get left at the pound.
I literally
Aw,
forgot
sweet
your last
pupper.
name.
Wagner, he's a dog. Anybody? This entire time?
I was today
I
years
can't
old
believe
when
I
I
missed
found
that
that out.
show.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
I was
wow.
giving you
Like-
historical credit for
Yeah, I thought
Wagner
it was
the
the
Werewolf.
opera.
Yeah.
And like the
No, we ain't doing no
Very
German
racist
stuff. Come
composer.
on.
The Penny
No.
Dreadfuls, Wagner the Werewolf. That's like the epitome.
Oh yeah, that was totally
That was it.
Wow.
Yeah, just do part
Wow.
two.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
what
didn't
is-
think both of them were doing
What,
the joke.
what is the thing? I don't. What's the joke?
He's a dog, and his last name is Wagner.
Like a tail that will wag?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dad joke, guys.
That's
Real
good.
good.
That's a
I'm
good dad
into
joke.
it.
I love me some dad jokes. So rock on.
Hi, I'm Mac. I am crashing whatever is happening right now, and returning as Gladys Baker, aka the Grey Lady, who is a werewolf and also dead.
Yay.
So just me
You're not dead.
that you know
Allegedly.
Not
Oh.
anymore. Not once my magic
Inside.
Oh, that's fair. That's all of us though. We live in Los Angeles. That's ridiculous. Hi, I'm Aabria.
This
I'm playing Khairyn Antwi, a snackless snack mage who no longer has an accent. She's here to do a weird accent and chew bubble gum. And she's all like, nope. Abort!
She's a snack with no snacks.
Yeah.
She ate the ack out of the... Yeah, sorry.
Whoa.
The only thing I eat is growlers.
Hey now.
I don't believe you.
You're welcome, Australia.
It's like going out to Australia.
Jokes are for Happy Jacks night.
It is technically night. We're doing it.
Hey folks, I'm Nick Levy, and I play Oats, the Frankenstein monster.
and that's
Right.
it.
Normalist of the 5.
Yeah, the Frankenstein is the normal one, you guys.
I mean, you're made of like 5 normal people, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that means you're like 5 times the normal.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal.
So normal.
Yeah, you are like by far the most normal. Which is fucking wild because remember that one time you used a building as a flail?
Yeah. I think about that a lot, actually.
It was very good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Remember that one time you threw like a zombie that was made out of zorn? No, wait, you threw a tree. Was it a tree into a zombie?
Yeah, I ripped
Okay.
the tree up out of the ground and chucked it at a zombie made out of other zombies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That'll happen.
You guys, you're aware that there's a mountain-sized werewolf made of zombies just stomping around the underworld,
You're
right?
welcome.
On the
Because
moon.
that's all I fucking
Yeah.
think about.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how we left it.
We did it!
Mountain-sized zombie
Listen.
werewolf.
I had to leave, so I had to leave somebody in
I
charge.
know, it's so good.
Oh my gosh, it's like Cerberus.
Yeah. It's the best Cerberus ever. It's made of zombies.
The Cerberus range.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's really the god of the underworld right now that you have installed.
Yeah, it's like the Prime Minister.
He's like the babysitter. Get out of here.
I'm the babysitter.
Like the minister of keeping track of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Anubis calling himself Lord of the Underworld.
It's like if anybody gets to the underworld is like, I'd like to speak to the manager. That's who they speak to.
These are designated, I'm not going to say survivor in that it's a bunch of dead people. But like, you get it.
It's less dead than the dead people that go to the underworld.
Fair enough.
I mean, at least they're dead at this point because, like a couple days earlier, there was no underworld, so they're just like,
Yeah.
out of existence, right?
It's best not to think too much about it.
Let's not think too much about it.
So hot tub.
How terrible things are. So, all of you are in a hot spring. No, I'm just,
Damn it.
so when we last left ourselves,
Yeah, did you want to recap?
I would love a recap.
Session 12. As we drew closer to Shark Island, Charles noticed that he was beginning to see his ghost pack mate Gladys. I wrote, she's, and then didn't finish the sentence.
She's amazing. Let's fill it in.
Oh my god.
You, fill it in.
She was something.
She's fantastically ghosty.
There's not even like a punctuation. It's just she's.
That's how I like to think of myself. It's just cheese.
Cheese?
Apparently I got
Yes,
distracted.
also cheese.
You did it.
Klaxons sound suddenly, and we go up to the bridge to see what's amiss. Laszlo is wearing a magic ring, which Khairyn recognizes. It's a ring that her mentor made. She wants it. The klaxon was apparently because about 20 yards away is an enormous T-Rex-like amalgamation of 100,000 zombies. Grace and Khairyn debate strategy for getting the mega zombie to the Fey realm. Grace has a light bulb moment and asks Gladys how she feels about piloting a giant zombie. She's not super into it, but agrees reluctantly after talking it over with Charles. Grace takes an aside with Mami Wati and lets her know that she can eat the boat and preferably all of the vampires on it. Thanks! Exclamation point. We assemble on the bridge and Khairyn opens 3 portals under the zombie, us, and Laszlo. He's super pissed and jumps out just in time. We all go through as Grace casts Stigmata Marionette on Gladys to possess the giant zombie. They find themselves on the Skull Moon. Charles runs ahead and finds himself in a field of the Wild Hunt. The Earl King asks him why he's brought death to his domain, and Charles snitches on the whole plan.
I love you so much.
Oh my god, that's the best thing.
He does find out that the others betrayed the Princess Magnificent and gave her up to die, which is important. The Earl King tries to tell them that this domain can't be turned into an underworld, but Gladys sees that that is probably bullshit. Grace approaches, feeling extra pointy, as Ellen recognizes the Earl King. She casts Stigmata Rage on him, burning 5 artifacts to increase the damage. He begins screaming, blood pouring out of his face. The stag collapses, dead in a pool of its own blood, and Grace dead stares him as she walks towards him.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Gladys, the mega zombie, attacks him, biting the very trees of his domain until she tosses him into the air and he's continuously devoured by the smaller direwolf zombies inside.
Oh yeah, he's sublimated. Like, what's his face? What was that kid's name that you sublimated?
Yeah, he doesn't have a name anymore.
Hitaru?
He's
Hitaru.
never existed. He has been unmade.
I mean, he still
Move
exists because
along.
we can hear the
Yeah, he's still screaming. Forever.
Screams are eternal. A montage of mayhem ensues. Grace explodes blood out of her foes and uses it to turn into a 200-foot crashing blood tsunami of destruction, while Khairyn casts a big death magic to amplify Gladys's destruction powers. Charles surveys the chaos and gets a vision. He's suddenly in an ivory room, and outside it's nighttime. A girl asks him, "Why are you killing us?" She says that all dreams will cease if they are killed, and the vampires will win. Charles snitches on the kill ourselves option. But the girl doesn't understand. She asks him if he knows the Marquis, and if they struck a deal with him. He says no, and she says that the Marquis was cast out and is no longer a gentry. They had assumed our actions were at his behest. Charles says, "Here's goes nothing," and the vision ends. Khairyn is gathering up magical artifacts while Gladys and Grace wreck the deep dreaming. Charles is notably abstaining from the fight. Gladys senses that the moon gate is now closed. Someone closed it to prevent us from leaving. Khairyn asks Charles, "What the hell?" and he walks toward Grace, ignoring her. He shifts back and says, "I have to try to make it right." He's not on board with what's happening, and Khairyn chides him for not communicating with her about his reservations. He tells her about the girl and the vision, and she questions whether the girl was telling the truth. He wants things to go back to before the world broke, but Khairyn says it's not possible. She highlights the current problems: lack of underworld, too many others, too many vampires, and then offers to go to the place between and kill herself after they make a new underworld and kill all the vampires. He seems kind of okay with that, and also wants to murder the Marquis. Grace yells, "Eject!" at Gladys to see if they can get the bell from her, but she's in death rage and needs to hunt. While she and Charles run off to devour things, Khairyn and Grace use death and dream magic to create a new underworld. They smoosh the skull moon into a shady side-eye crescent. Forgot we did that.
Oh, I didn't.
The werewolves took a
Broke
nice
its
nap,
jaw.
and Grace sped up time in the realm so Khairyn can get revenge faster. They awake to see a magnificent underworld. Gladys doesn't have her bell either, and they realize the dreaming has been intentionally cut off from the world. Rude. Khairyn and Grace magically punch an Avernian gate through the face of the moon to the British Museum. Charles and Gladys step sideways through the shadow, which has been transformed into a nightmare. We all pop out into a vault deep underground. Khairyn yells, "Laszlo!" really loud. No reply. Charles smells him, but also cordite. Uh-oh. Khairyn magics the dynamite away so we don't explode. Thank you. Grace uses Phantasmal Shroud to appear as Laszlo to intimidate and get past some guards, while Khairyn uses her Argent Thorn to get a direction. Charles is struggling but keeps the scent, and we make it to the front of the British Museum, where suddenly he smells the prince and the Marquis a lot stronger.
So, are there any questions?
Can we just win real quick? I want to go to this
Too many.
All right, sure. Yeah. All right, hot springs.
Yeah.
Yay!
I didn't write down money. So how much money, how
What?
much stuff does it cost at the hot spring?
Pieces, but you can
No.
make a persuasion.
Yeah,
check
all
to
you have to
find
do
out.
is kill one person who is working the door.
Oh,
Just the one.
Just the one,
Not all of
really.
them. Someone has to fetch us alcohol.
What room are we in, and what else is in here? Is what I
Well,
want to
you're
know.
in a natural hot springs, so
Yeah.
you're in all of the rooms. You just have to make sure you bathe first. Then, before you
Okay, how many dead people are in the room?
go. Well, right now is 0, and that's up to you. Yep. So, the world is your oyster. It is. You are outside the British Museum. It is London. It is nighttime. What are you guys doing?
Looking for zombies.
I'm looking for Laszlo.
Laszlo and the cat.
And the Marquis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, would like to have words with the Marquis, seeing as that belt disappeared.
Yeah,
I'm glad that's like the hill.
the priority.
Like, oh
Okay.
no, you took my bell you gave me.
Yeah,
That
I literally only care about bullshit that affects me. You realize that?
Respect. I mean, I don't actually have a problem with that. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, my character sheet literally says hedonist on it, by the way.
Respect. Indulgent. Can I get a snack? I want to eat Laszlo. Like, I don't know what to do, how to get Laszlo here.
I don't know either.
So how big is the smell?
Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
The smell.
I mean, it is stronger than it was inside. So
Okay.
it is likely that he is somewhere out there if you want to track him.
What are you after, Charlie?
We're looking to get even with Laszlo, are we not?
That's the... Hell yes, that's the plan. He killed all the mages. I don't know how much you guys, like, chat about us when we're not around. That's fair. I'm the last mage because the vampires killed them all.
Also, presumably it's his fault that we were locked on the moon for a hot second.
Yeah. And he took your bell. Isn't that reason enough?
I suppose.
Relative to where we are now, what's the closest, like, perimeter where there'd be presumably a horde of zombies on the other side of it?
Relatively far away.
Okay.
Like, this is kind of like the center of the walled off area.
Gotcha.
So it would take some doing to actually, like, it's more like the graveyard where you first came out. That's like was just outside of the perimeter, so it's like a mile and a half. So it's not
that
particularly far, but it's not close either.
Is it nighttime or daytime?
It is nighttime.
Okay.
Isn't it like always nighttime? No, it's not.
No.
Just the vampires can walk around.
It's
during
just
the day.
terrible daytime.
Yeah. So my question is, what's the process to get zombies to stop being here and go to their home?
Go to whose home?
We made an underworld. Why aren't they
Yes.
going to it?
Well, that's an interesting question. You can absolutely roll your intelligence plus your occult to find that out. Do
Sweet.
you want to track?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm wearing glasses.
2 10s.
2 10s.
And an 8.
3 successes.
The zombies aren't piloted by souls. They're basically just animated. So as long as there is like all of this screwed up death energy around, they're just kind of going to be there.
Okay.
So it's not like a ghost that is looking for a place to be or any sort of, like, they don't actually have an intelligence. And the intelligence they do have is all sorts of screwed up. And that's really only the people who can talk to them. New people who die now have a place to go.
Okay.
Or people who died in the last few days and are not completely discombobulated have a place to go to.
Okay. Cool.
So we might have to clean that up a bit.
You get a Hoover.
Yo, Hoover.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Whoa!
Oh no, he's not done yet.
8, 9.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was good.
Not only do you know what direction he went in, you know that as only like 2 or 3 hours ago that he went this way. Now, again, like Laszlo being Laszlo and all the magic weird shit he does, is not necessarily that he'll be super easy to track like at the end of it, but like you know exactly like the road he went down, and it was like it wasn't just 3 hours ago, it was 3 hours and like 7 minutes ago and 37 seconds.
Charles points. He went this way
Okay.
3 hours ago. Smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you smell anyone with him?
Do I smell anybody with him?
The Marquis.
And the mark and the cat.
Just the Marquis? Just the two of them?
It was the bodyguards
Yeah, but probably bodyguards too.
and bodyguards.
It seems.
How many bodyguards? You rolled really well.
Yeah,
I'm
just keep asking me. I'll
like, which
How
one
many-
ate peanut butter? Like, what the fuck
They
is
don't
that?
eat peanut butter. How many bodyguards?
Well, there are 3 that smell like vampires and 3 that smell like people.
2 people, 3 vampires.
Because vampires don't have that like nasty like oil sweat that humans do. They just like stop doing all of that grossness. So, and they replace that with blood grossness.
Weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Can I
That's why their hair's so nice. It doesn't get all
travel
very...
intensity?
Yeah, it'd be dry and brittle if they don't have a.
Well, I mean, they can add fat to it when that they rip off of people. They really need to, or mineral oil.
Oh, vampires, great.
Anyway,
how fast are they traveling?
well, they're walking.
What's the direction that Charles is pointing in?
It goes forward and then kind of like goes down an alleyway, and it looks like they're going to a place in the city.
Okay, into the city. All right. Well, shall we follow? Khairyn, do you have any particular form you'd like your revenge to take?
Just so much murder. But I want that ring.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah, I'm very particular at this point. I want them gone.
We do have a bit of a zombie problem. If we wanted to, I don't know, say, like, go to the edges of town and get lots of them, I could ask them nicely to help murder them for us.
Okay, that's fine.
Do we want to track down where he is and see if we can plan some sort of an ambush there, rather than just following around the city all at once?
That seems fine. When you were alive, was your breed of dog perhaps any sort of shepherd? Where you could, like, herd up some of the zombies?
Whoa!
Number one,
And just bring them together.
extremely rude.
Okay, I apologize.
Number
I should have
two,
asked the breed
not dog.
specifically. Okay.
Number three,
You guys
definitely
have
wolf.
so many forms. I honestly believe that one of them was some sort of house pet also. I've seen so many. It doesn't boggle the mind. I bet one of you turns into a pug at some point. Maybe not you, but someone in your pack that you didn't like very much. Like a Trevor.
No one in my pack would dare be anything other than a wolf.
Respect. Okay. Well, that was my plan.
Trevor.
So, do you want to maybe scout ahead? See if we can pin down a location where they're going to be for a while? Or should we just, if we all run after them, I don't know that we're going to be able to catch them or be able to plan anything other than a frontal assault. And that's not gone swimmingly the last time that we've tried.
No, you did look a bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
That's why I was just gonna, dip outside of town for a bit of reinforcements.
He's a slight little thing, but he's got strength.
He also has a ring that makes him very quick. Blood magic that makes him...
Gonna have to get that
big
finger off.
struggle. Oh, yeah. Too many fingers entirely.
I can scout.
So maybe 2 teams. One's a scout team, and then the other team is grabbing reinforcements, making plans.
Sure.
That seems like a fair plan.
How are you feeling, Gladys? What do you want to do?
Oh, I want to find that marquee.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Murder
You're
time.
gonna ring his bell, aren't you?
In more ways than one.
Nice. I hope one of those is a sexual way. Let's go.
I can bring him back from the dead if you want.
Ooh.
You could kill him twice.
Oh, that does sound delightful.
Yeah.
How about we set up a little room when we get back to the underworld where you just get to kill him as many times as you want? Or do whatever else.
You didn't tell them what I used to do.
No.
Okay, thank you.
That would ruin the surprise, wouldn't it? Nice. Put a window on that room.
I mean, your talents are hard to miss.
So the 3 of us will go speedy, and the 2 of them will go prepare.
I think splitting up the group is a terrible idea, but sure.
I mean, we are good at dramatic entrances.
Ah, that's not wrong.
What's wrong with splitting up the group? It's worked out so well with that. Well, my concern is if they're 3 hours ahead, the faster members of the party can catch up with them and find where they are. If we're
So you're
taking-
assuming they're running at full speed and not just...
They're not running.
Well, they're expecting the museum to explode and us to die with it, I think. Maybe we should blow up the museum.
I was just thinking that.
Can you
A lot of cultural artifacts in there. I'm gonna go with a no.
What if we blow up something else?
That's fine. Of course. Absolutely.
Just in the general vicinity.
Yeah.
Could you move the museum and then put something else in the museum's place and then blow that up so it makes it seem like the area that the explosion should have happened?
When did you get very into me doing magic? Oh.
When you ruin the world.
We ruined the world.
Yeah. No.
Share the things.
What's next to the British Museum?
Jesus, I don't know. Let's
Find
find
out.
out.
He's like, right in
Is
the
it flammable?
Well, I mean, it's London. Everything's flammable.
It's true.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
London Bridge is falling down. Just whenever you're just you know what it is. Okay.
That could be us.
Oh man. So Google Maps describes it as a historian's treasure trove, and they don't know like how horrible that actually is. There's the Architectural Association.
That's fine.
There's
Yeah.
Seems tedious.
Oh, the nerd house.
there's something called Montague on the Gardens. University of London. That's near there.
Sure.
We could make another
University of
one.
London
Yeah.
worldwide,
You can
but it's the
feel
same
those
thing.
again.
Worldwide?
What? World star.
Oh yeah, no. And there's the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art.
Oh,
Done.
Oh yeah, it is. No, it is.
blow
the
up something
University of London.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they want it that way.
Now, where did you magic that cordite to anyway?
I deleted it, but we can just blow things up.
That's true.
That's very easy magic. That's like the first thing they're like, please don't do this, and you're like,
I'm
sorry.
gonna.
Ugh.
Well then, do you two want to plan that explosion?
Explode things, get zombies.
And
yes.
the rest of us can go find where these blighters are?
Don't die until we get there.
Anywhere now would be nice. Lots of talking, getting bored.
Respect. For boring a ghost, then, you know.
Charles, are you in Wolf?
No.
Okay.
Wolf with hands.
Nightmares.
I hate it.
It's a wolf with hands for fur.
And you get lots of high fives when you pet them.
That's dope. I don't hate that. You made that
It was
very cool
pretty
for me.
awful.
And I like that. I was like, no. Aww. Good vibes.
All right then. Meet back. Should we make a plan to meet back, or just once we found them?
Oh, I'm
come back
assuming
here?
once you find them, they'll also notice you, and we'll just get to where you are.
Yeah. You can move rather quickly, being dead and all. Can you just,
I can move rather quickly for a lot of reasons.
can you just like apparate and let us know?
I don't know that I can do quite that level of movement.
Well, if you can, give it a try.
We're all very
I will
open
be
to just
sure
pushing
to
it
give
in.
it the old college try.
My darling, there's a lot of death energy here. So, if it's gonna go off, it's gonna go off. Just say, I believe in you.
Can we go?
This is why I'm never fucking supportive.
Then I suppose we should get started. And Oats gets down on his hands and knees. I've been trying this for a while. And he grits and grimaces, and suddenly his body starts to crack and change. And he becomes, I assume, the form of the Barghest. So I become this giant, lumpy dog, Franken beast.
Frankenweenie.
Frankenhound.
Charles throws up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect the pastries I had earlier today. Far too much for that, but
Specifically, the creature does not exactly resemble any living creature, but could be mistaken for a large dog or wolf in poor light.
oh, it's like a child's drawing. Like that's almost a lot of things. The fuck?
That's a little.
Oh shit! You
Everybody-
have +1 size.
Yeah.
You're huge. You're
I
like
am
horse sized
huge.
or like elephant sized.
Sorry.
Like whoa.
The fuck?
I didn't know he could do that.
Been practicing.
When? Where? All good questions. I don't want answers to. Please go quickly.
Well done.
Charles will go into Urshaw mode and trot. He looks like he's about to like haul ass, but he's like,
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, Urshel mode seems to be the way to go right now.
Mode.
wait, which one's Urshaw again?
Yeah, it's direwolf.
All right, cool.
Should we
I
go
was like, I'm learning these.
blow up a drama club then?
Yes.
So
Shakespeare's
we're gonna
fucking
follow your
overrated.
nose.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, let's start with the wolf squad.
What?
Who let the wolves out? Who? Never mind.
I'm sorry, is my eye twitching again? I think I'm having an episode.
All right. So you guys are barreling down after these guys.
More like a nice trot,
Quietly?
more like
Nope. Okay.
barreling.
Yeah, you're trotting. I mean, you guys are giant wolves, or something that could be mistaken for a
Sort
wolf
of.
in dark light.
Sort of, I guess.
Yeah. Sort of. Why don't you guys all make me an athletics check? Wits plus athletics. How about that? And just add all of your successes together and let me know what they are.
Plus athletics.
Oh, that's academics because I don't have any of that. Cool.
Wait, Charles, you didn't go to college?
He didn't go to school. You remember he was
No, I know. Joking. Being facetious.
asshole.
Yeah.
How many experience did we get last time?
Well, you asked it.
She gets 3.
I ask every time because I always forget.
Respect. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Think about that.
If y'all want to spend experience, you should do it now.
And Wits is under
Wits is
Finesse.
finesse. Oh yeah, that's finesse. For you.
but
'Cause
she
that's
doesn't have everything called out on
Do
it.
you want the group total? Or individual totals?
Group total.
Okay. So I had 4 successes.
I had 3.
That's 7.
I weirdly only had 1? Fuck you, dice.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know exactly where to go. You know exactly, like, you don't have the wherewithal to figure out exactly where they are going, but you can essentially go as fast as you want to at this point to get there. But you're not figuring out any sideways to go, or you're not going especially super fast. It's probably due to the fact that there are all these little alleyways, and so like Charles has to like stop. No, wait, this way. Turn. No, wait, this way. And then the two of you, especially the Bargist, is like, oh wait, stop this way. And it's like, all right. But you can follow the scent to a newspaper, the London Herald, and it's a stone building, not especially large, but I mean there at this point in time there are a whole bunch of like really really small newspapers because
Newsies.
yeah, and it's nighttime, so they're getting ready to like print stuff up for the next day, so that the 11-year-old, there are no 11-year-olds left, they were all murdered, so that the whoever's left can disseminate the information around what's left of town. And specifically 11-year-olds are gone. I mean 8-year-olds are still around. It's cool.
10 and 12, just fine.
Yeah.
11, nope.
Are there any new smells?
Yeah, well, there are other people. I mean, it's a place of business, so it's likely that there are other people in there. but it definitely like dead ends at this place.
Have any of the guard smells gone away? I'm asking on your behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I kind of want to do the Galaxy Quest and have me tell you, and then you tell them.
Computer.
But yeah, no. I mean, the entire group of them is still there.
Okay.
What about introduction of any kind of weapons or anything?
Not really that you smell. Like, you don't. Like, you didn't see them have guns before, and they don't really have guns now. Which is good, because guns are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They're in there.
yes.
Who knows how long they're going to stay.
And we're just to wait around? Or...
You or Oats could go get Khairyn and Grace.
Mechanics question. I know he's your anchor.
Yes.
Is there like a maximum distance that you can, like I thought it was a relatively small area that you could be from him. I could be
I
wrong,
imagine getting too far is probably uncomfortable.
but- okay.
Yeah, it ends up being bad. Ends up being real bad. But you can, like, turn incorporeal and turn back.
Yeah, that
but
I know.
Yeah, you
but-
can't really stray that far from your anchor.
Yeah. I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
I can go get. So I'll turn around and I will. I feel like Oats probably knows the city pretty well. So now that I know where they are, that it's less likely to. Like I don't have to follow the same wandering path. I
Yeah.
can just go. Oh, okay, down to this street, down to this street.
You also get a bonus perception rolls for your
Right.
unearthly senses in this.
Yeah, being a werewolf is awesome.
Yeah! Being aware of something is awesome. Yeah, that's for sure.
Where?
Where what?
Where?
There.
A what wolf?
Yeah.
I'm a what
A
wolf.
Y-wolf, maybe.
Their wolf.
Yeah.
Their castle.
So I start galumphing back.
Sorry, flipping
Correct
that.
her.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna give me a Wits Plus athletics roll just to see how long that takes.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Dang.
Did you do better this time?
3. We'll see. 4. So the same.
4. It'll take you a little while, but not that long. Certainly long enough for us to discover what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot tubs.
Huh? Hot tub. Yeah, we just went to a hot tub.
All right.
I'm sure the wolves will figure it all out.
Yeah.
They're probably fine.
It's fine. Okay. Do you want me to magic blow it up, or do you want to use some sort of like put a ghost in it and like explode a ghost? I don't know what your skill set is. I feel like it's pretty phenomenal though.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you.
Oh,
I do have
great.
a limited amount of ghosts at the moment.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
So, I mean, we could, explode it the old-fashioned way or use magic.
Oh, okay. I haven't blown anything up like the old-fashioned way in a while. But where we get... What do they use now? Dynamite? At a time like this, God, I cannot wait till plasticine's invented.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just do this the old-fashioned way. I'm not great with this kind of magic, but it's from far away. It'll just sound generally pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, something needs to blow up, and that way they're just like, haha, our plan worked, and then surprise, it didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Think that noise will bring some zombies over? Do they come to noise or run from it? I don't really understand how they work. She just like watches one like slurping by.
There aren't any in the town, like where they have the barriers put up. There are people with like guns and swords and shit like that, making sure they don't come and attack. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to go get those zombies after.
Alright.
Explode first, then zombies.
Sounds good. How do you want to handle all of those humans? Like, she's like now beginning to cast a spell, but still talking. How do you want to handle all the humans that are like, no, don't bring zombies inside? That's the thing we specifically didn't want.
Oh, well, I'll just tell the zombies not to kill the humans.
Okay.
They're quite reasonable if you just talk to them. Or
Okay.
if I just talk to them.
Honestly, you talked to a giant boat demon and a ship, and I missed that, and I still regret it so much. So
She was nice.
I'll let you do the talking, and I'll do the blowing up, and I'm gonna cast magic about it.
All right, we're gonna cast magic about it.
Yeah, I'm not very good at forces, but
No,
let's
you're not.
use Splody.
That's okay.
Yeah,
So this is
we're
gonna
best.
give you 8 dice of paradox,
Damn it, that tracks.
but you can totally use magic to explode it.
Yeah. Who has time to look for C4?
Not knowing that's who.
Alright, I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 10.
5.
5. Nice. Now
That's
roll your.
another 10, right?
No, isn't that a 1?
That's
No,
a
it's
0.
That's a
No, that's a 1. No, it's 0. Huh. Never looked at this dice before. Okay.
So a 0's a 10.
Yeah. Alright, 6.
6. All right.
I've never looked at this die before.
Now
What
roll
a
your
day.
8 successes. That's pretty good. That is better than average.
Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 2. Nice! Good
All
job,
right.
dice!
Yeah.
Alright, I'll keep those 4 successes and delete the paradox.
All right.
Can I describe what it looks like?
Do it.
Cool. Okay, so I definitely remember doing a mage thing one time, and we were talking about future problems if we let some Western civilizations run a little unchecked, and there was something about a mushroom-shaped, like, bomb? But I don't remember exactly which mushroom, so I want this to look like a chanterelle.
Yes!
Oh, I'm crying. Oh, that's so beautiful.
This feels right.
It's a mushroom flap.
It also smells like sauteed mushrooms. A little bit of rosemary. I'm kind of hungry. I'm sorry. We were fighting for so long on the
You
moon.
are a snack mage.
Damn. So
beautiful.
motivated.
Lives up to the hype, y'all.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Incredible.
That is absolutely what happened. And there's a and like the blast wave, like it's not like the blast, but it's like the pushed air from it, like goes over you, and it,
Yep.
and like the smell of sautéed mushrooms and shallots,
Love it.
just
Yeah.
like and
Ooh.
butter, just
Yeah.
right
Love
over
that.
you, and it's
yeah.
delicious.
Was there anyone in the building?
Charles is like,
I don't know.
oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
right? And be like,
How many ghosts can I
Yeah.
see?
Oh. Well, when you put it that way,
We also sauteed some people, I hope.
yeah,
Hashtag team
there are
Brady.
some people who
Yeah.
are there are some ghosts that are very confused right now. Just in the wreckage, like you can go into the wreckage and it's kind of like, well, wrecked. And so there are groups of ghosts. There's some that were in like higher, like there's some that were in the rafters. Like, well, I don't think they had lights up there, but we're like working on what the set was going to be, and so now they're up there as ghosts. And so you got like the poor like set dressers,
Nice.
and then you got like down below you had a really like the pretentious like
Eat the talent.
Oh yeah,
the like teacher, and then
that one.
Oh,
I would like to eat the teacher.
okay,
Nice.
well you'll have to go up and grab them because
Do you
you're
need me to-
relatively far away.
Do you want me to grab the other ones and put them in like a box for you for later?
I do
Doggy
need a
bag.
Tupperware.
Yeah. Do you have any on you? Can I use whatever?
Oh yeah, I have an extra box.
Okay, good. You do that. Enjoy your meal. I'm gonna go try to catch a ghost because I just really wanted to do that for a while.
Okay, let's do some magic about it.
Magic? Can I just like?
Nope, I can.
No.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Sorry. I'd be like, I want to put you in a box, and like.
Yeah, I would do exactly that to like the area above a corpse. Just... Okay. Yeah. What?
So there's gonna be spirit. And there's gonna be spirit
Not
too.
good at that.
So you're gonna get what's your spirit? Spirit.
It's nothing.
All right. So you're gonna have 4 paradox.
Huzzah.
4 dice of paradox.
What spirit? Who uses that? That's wild.
Okay.
Actually, no. There's gonna be death.
2, 3.
Excuse me.
Oh,
there's death.
okay. I'm a little better at that.
One of those was a 10.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. One of them was 10. That's 5. That's a 1. Okay, but I get to add one more because it was death. It did nothing. 5.
So then roll 2 dice.
See, it does nothing.
Okay.
That's nothing.
And-
1.
Yeah. 1 die, 1 paradox.
Yeah, I'll delete it.
All right. So how many successes is that?
Was it 3?
Wait, no,
It was
5.
5 minus 1
Minus
is
one's
4.
4.
Cool.
Mhm. So you open the docks and do your
Yeah.
death magic and like this
Yeah.
kind of whirlwind, sideways whirlwind.
Sounds like a Hoover.
Nice.
yeah. No, it's more like one of those Dyson.
I want to
bags.
open it and like swirl it like a saucepan. I'm trying to catch some of the flavor in the air too. Just like
Okay.
I don't know if she's had anything sauteed in a while, so I'm just trying to get.
And like
Some
a
air.
Solspenbach.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So fancy.
Mm-hmm. I build up a beurre blanc because ghosts are white.
Yeah.
That's a dumb joke.
Yeah, no.
Not a dumb
No,
joke.
this is more of like a Mont Blanc. Like a fucking milk toast.
Yeah. I build like a ghost roux, a boo, if you will.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Smart. How many did you get?
You got 4 of them.
Nice.
Sweet.
I am so fucking pleased to come over and find you in a second.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat that pretentious teacher.
All right, you go ahead and eat that pretentious teacher.
Oh, haven't eaten one of those in
Die.
ages.
Just sleep. Just sleep. Pretend to dream. Shut up.
Sitting there with its head off, going,
Yeah.
"Alas, poor me! I knew me well."
Yeah.
They're like, no,
Oh.
you didn't.
I should have included some sort of rub in the smell.
Yeah.
The Shakespeare people would have appreciated it.
You use theater as a way to hide
Ah,
from
there's
yourself.
the rub.
Yeah, there you go. And I come over. I think I got 4 or none. I don't know.
Ooh, and just peek it. Oh, you did get 4.
Huzzah!
That's very good. Thanks, Khairyn.
Yeah.
Y'all hear a big explosion. All right.
And you're running back.
Yeah.
So
If there's any remaining ghosts, I'm going to tell them, go into the British Museum. If you just go down the stairs, past the vampires, don't worry about that, they won't see you. There's an Avernian gate at the bottom. You can go to the moon. That's where the new underworld is. I'm your queen. Goodbye. I'll see you later.
This is the response you get.
Go.
Huh.
Sure.
And can I just say, Karen's turned the wrong way because she doesn't know how to see ghosts and talk to them. And can I just say, it's very weird that this is an apocalypse and you are in here putting on a fucking play. Rude.
I mean,
No response.
the show must go on, I suppose.
I disagree. That's ridiculous. Okay. That's one thing. Let's go get some zombies, I think?
Yes.
All right.
All right. At
Do you
this-
mind if I pick you up?
Oh my gosh, yes. That's fine. No, I don't mind. I'm very excited about it.
So you pick her up?
Yeah.
How?
How? What line do you use?
Aww.
I'll take away your
This
like,
is
no,
the
no,
night.
effort. She's gonna like jump in your arms.
Yeah, she just like waits
Yep.
with my pointy like half Ellen arms. and
Yeah,
just,
that's
like,
fine.
We're
This
going
is
to
fine.
we're going to the cemetery. Jump into my arms.
Oh.
That's her pickup line.
And
It works on me more than you thought it would.
Yeah.
a giant thing that might look like a wolf. You looked at it sideways and squinted your eyes and, you know, thought of your deity of your choice.
I take my glasses off so I can't see it very clearly.
I skid to a stop.
You're just a lot of meat. Arthur.
Meaty.
Thank you.
Did you find them?
They're at a paper printing
Paper
newspaper.
printing. Okay, newspaper. Got it. Like which direction?
Follow.
No. We need to make a stop first.
Now you're on our errands.
I sort of point with a paw arm.
Ugh, I barf in my mouth a little bit.
Even Grace is
This-
a little bit like, that's unpleasant.
You broke her! You did it!
Okay, which edge of
On-
town does that look closest to?
On Creekside and...
No, they have dumber
Something or
names.
other.
It's like Lamb's Heath.
Lamb's Heath by
Lamb's
Whitmore.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
one.
the Creekside.
And 12.
That's right. I was like, 12? No.
Now they're-
No, I don't...
So many are renamed to bullshit
We're in
like
Shepherd's
840
Bush.
to Drury Lane.
Yeah.
There is a Drury Lane.
That's where
Yeah.
the Muffin
Yeah.
Man lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Do you?
Oh my
That
god, you
bitch.
guys.
All
Do
of
we
us?
all know the Muffin Man?
God damn it.
That guy's a
That's
slut.
He gets around.
It's
Red slut.
Shorts Gardens in Drury Lane.
Oh,
Mm.
London is whimsical.
I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves for just a little bit.
Okay.
So what scent are we going to put in the hot tub first, guys?
What scent?
Eucalyptus?
Ghost.
Both? Little both?
I like a little tea tree.
01012.
Oh,
pound.
okay.
It also has that nice antibacterial.
No. Nope. You
You know what? I'm a fan of rosemary. It's a little astringent.
01012.
You know what's nice is if you combine like rosemary and pine
I
scents
didn't intend to close
with
it entirely,
roses.
but the air pressure.
Oh.
It's like a surprise rose garden in the middle of the forest.
I
You're
like
like, how did this
that.
get here? It's probably magic.
It paints my nose like a picture, and I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we feeling about that?
I wasn't paying
Pine,
attention,
rosemary,
but I'm with it.
roses.
It's delightful. Don't worry about it.
Sure. Rosemary and roses sounds great.
And just a
Just a
dash of
sweet
pine.
salt of pine.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It feels good.
Like you're
Yes.
hiking in a nice forest, and then you're like, "Did somebody plant roses in here?"
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
How are we
can
feeling
get
about
down for
scent,
that.
like oils, though? I am fastidious about my moisturizing regimen, and I just want to make sure, like, we don't have any allergies. Grapeseed feels like the obvious. It's a light oil, non-comedogenic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, just moisturization. Darling, do you use lotion? How do you get your coat so shiny? Is it eggs? I feel like it's eggs.
I feel
At
like
that
it's the
time?
blood of other animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blood of your enemy is very moisturizing. Also, snail gel.
Oh, you
All right. So what I missed?
that one got me.
Oh, just why the essential oils were going into the hot tub,
We
apparently.
got to
so-
like Korean beauty, like snail slime, and that got me. 'Cause I
What?
I
What's
almost
wrong with
passed
you
up and was
people?
like,
She was talking about moisturizing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mentioned the blood of your enemies and snail gel.
Also,
Yeah.
what's wrong with us? Have you met us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
you know, snail gel also has like parasites that you might not want to get into your body. Just saying.
No, if I can look like a dewy ass Korean girl and
Wow.
they put snails on them, I'm gonna do it too.
Listen,
Fair enough.
you can probably be undead. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Speaking of undead,
Speaking of undead, actually, we are going to the other
Take
two
a break.
wolves.
Yeah.
What are you doing, wolves? You're pedestrian wolves.
I
Um,
appreciate that. Actually, I think Gladys should take the opportunity to have a conversation with Charles. About, honestly, Charles, what's the game plan here? You know that your pack is a bit of a problem.
we've been a problem since day one, I think.
You keep saying we as if you have done a great deal of it, but I get the feeling that's not the case.
It's not exactly the case, but
Then why are you taking it on?
it seems like something that we should fix, or I should fix.
Why?
Because he looks out to the woods. Our brethren are out there in a mad state. And there's no way I could fix it, but maybe they could fix it.
We'll break it more.
It's possible. But
Have you ever thought about what you actually want out of this?
I'm not exactly sure that I have anything more than to make sure that I try to do what's right.
Alright.
The only one with a soul.
These snitches have souls.
They get stitches, yeah. And sometimes they wind up in ditches.
I'm just saying, it seems like there's one mage left that keeps mucking things up, and mages are perhaps a problem. I'm just going to say that.
Where does this fucking come from? You flex, but
Wait, hold on. Where does this come from?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Check out prior games.
Smile and stand.
It's okay. I am also confused. I don't see why any of us would be a problem.
Right? Great.
Neither.
Perfectly
You can
reasonable.
eat any ghost, right?
Oh, yes.
Good to know.
That's fair.
Continue.
I feel that if I get past this point, then it would be to try to save our kind.
That is one thing I can actually get behind.
Is there a like a building? Buildings next to wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Get in it. Try to get in it.
All right. Do you want to just bust it open?
Yeah.
All right.
Or maybe not try to bust it open. I don't want to be like all noisy. Be like, hey.
Do you want to like pick it or something, or just try and open the door?
Yeah, let's try to open the door.
All right. Why don't you roll me a die? If it's a 1, then you can open the door.
3
It's
times is good.
It's locked.
Oh shit.
Like, with Twilight form, obviously incorporeal,
Yeah,
I
you-
could literally just walk in there and
Yeah.
go open the door.
Yeah, you
Yes?
can do that. Yeah.
Yay, bestie.
I know.
Because I will super do that.
Yeah. All right. The door's open.
Thank you.
Of course.
And it's a apparel and furniture shop. It's been closed for the day.
Can I interest you in a new jacket?
He probably still has on that suit that we got from a long time ago.
Oh my
Because the only
god.
thing he had was like
From
the
the
overalls.
screening room apartment.
Yeah. Because before that he only had overalls or whatever.
Good times.
Yep. And don't worry, that's also when the mage, I guess, was fucking up. No, you got a new outfit out of it. Be grateful, motherfucker. Yeah.
I remember getting us food out of that.
By yelling at a human.
Yeah, well, it still happened.
All right.
Yeah, he'll go take the jacket. Sure, it's like tatters. Like rips off.
It's just like, never.
So I guess we just wait.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're a lot stronger than I remember vampires being. In a weird kind of humbling way.
Everything's a miss right now. Let's be honest.
As the skull, well, the side-eye moon looks down at you.
Just shading you. Yeah.
So you guys waiting?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Team Zombie.
Zombie
Okay.
time.
So how did you want to handle this?
Well, I was going to pick you up and fly us to the nearest edge of town. Which
I'm
is-
sure the Bandersnatch can keep up with your flight.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, I don't remember the word. She yells down from
Is
Grace's
is the cemetery where we came out relatively close to where we are?
Yeah, I mean it's again like probably about a mile and a half out.
Okay, not much further than just the general
Yeah.
edge of town. Okay, let's go there.
Because as you recall, like you were there and then you went and then there was a because he jumped over the barricade
Yeah.
to get in for Where's My Wife. Yeah, so you're going basically just back that way.
Yeah, let's go there. I mean, all of my dead friends are there. Let's just go invite them to have a party.
Sounds good.
So, what you get to is where there are buildings in the middle of the road. Basically a large stone and concrete wall has been made, and has been replicated in between all of the buildings around to create a smaller space for the people to protect than the entire city.
Right.
It is not intended for people to go out. There aren't really any gates or anything like that. Most of the things that come to and fro come through the River Thames, as opposed to actually leaving the city.
I can fly,
Yeah, you can
so
fly.
I'm just gonna pick her up and fly over it.
Yay!
All right. Well, you've been flying this whole time. I see.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the fastest way to travel. When
So
you're
Bandersnatch.
horrible Geist.
Make me a strength plus athletics roll.
Sure. I got lots of dice. 6.
If you get an exceptional success, you might as well be flying, which I think is only 3 successes for you because it's athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool.
If you don't, then there's an issue.
Hey, hell yeah, you did.
Hell yeah, you did.
4,
Five.
5, 6.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do our guess.
flies
That'll do.
Yeah, so...
Form is very efficient. I see why.
I hate looking at it move because my brain only remembers it in slow motion.
Honestly, I'm not a fan.
Oh my!
It's a bit aesthetically displeasing.
It is efficient though because he's basically flying right now.
And-
That's true. He's very efficient.
Right. Yeah, you cleared it with 1 jump before.
Yeah.
And you way clear it with 1 jump this time. And the people, there are a bunch of people with guns. There's some people with machine gun type things there. Others with machete type things or falcons, just on the wall going, what the actual fuck? As Ellen flies over, and then a horse flies over. If you squint real hard, it's that horse could be a dog.
It's a weirdly
But it's not
dog-shaped
really
horse.
a dog.
Is that's the worst Belephron I've ever seen.
Perfect. To the cemetery.
To the cemetery.
Yeah.
So there's, lots of the zombies have been murdered at this point.
Yeah.
Did smoosh a bunch of them.
True.
But if you look around, you could probably find some.
Yeah. Just gonna round them up generally.
Round them up. All right. Why don't you... Okay, so what I want from each of you, I want you to tell me how you are helping with rounding up the zombies. 'Cause you were talking to them, yes?
Yeah.
So I want you to do some sort of persuasion roll.
Okay. Persuasion plus
Manipulation?
manipulation.
Because
Okay.
you're... Khairyn, what are you doing to help with the zombie roundup? This is your first...
Yeah, it's just
To be fair, this is your first rodeo.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm pretty steeped in death energy at this point.
Yeah.
I think she's just flipping the coin and I don't know, probably doing some sort of stomping on the ground.
guy's
I think she thinks zombies are snakes and respond to vibrations.
All right.
So she's just making a little bit of a little tremor.
2.
Come be here.
All right. 2. All right. Why don't you roll occult plus manipulation for me?
Noise.
Bargist or Bandersnatch.
Yeah, I am running
that was way
around
too many.
and knocking them in the right direction or grabbing them with my jaws and flinging them.
Okay.
Just
So,
trying to put them all into one spot.
Make a pile.
this is awesome. I want this to be. Do you have some sort of animal ken?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are actually
Yeah, he was trying to
doing a
Charles
rodeo
right there.
here.
Yeah.
So I want to use strength plus animal ken.
All right. Cool. I can do that.
And I burn all my powers.
Do these count as dogs?
They're dogies, which are not dogs.
Wow, that is no successes.
Whoa! All right.
For the first time.
Wow.
I'm still getting used to this new form.
So there are 2 successes.
2 successes total.
That's
All
you
right.
need.
Well, you have a few zombies are very confused
Okay.
as things are happening around. And they're like kind of like going after the Bargist, and then there's like vibrations, so they kind of go after there. You're like, no, and you hear like from them, Tuesday. He's like, Tuesday. What the actual fuck is happening? And then like you hear from another one like. It says Kentish. Like Kentish? What is that's Kent is far away. Like you're dead. You're probably from Kent.
Oh,
But
yeah. From Kent.
and so they're all just very kind of discombobulated for you to actually communicate with them.
Okay.
Well,
They're-
soup.
It's good enough that they're not actively attacking anybody. They're just kind of confused at the moment.
Fair enough. Can I try again?
Yeah, sure, you can try again. Nobody's getting hurt.
Okay.
Like these guys are just waiting.
Let's see.
So, we're basically right now, I guess we're just finding out how long this is going to take.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because these zombies don't really, like, the number of them and what's happened to them, they don't really, like, pose a threat to you. It's not like when you were in the house before and, like, one appeared and started, like,
Right.
knacking on Khairyn. Like, they're far away. Like, you go, oh, I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. I'm going to take a step back. Oh, look, there's nothing behind me. Because there's nothing behind me. I'm not in a house.
What's the goings on of this
Nice.
building?
There's a light inside it that's on. Like, maybe
Other
people
people
working
coming in?
late. Like,
In and
people
out?
might be working late.
Nope.
Like, it's a print shop.
Other people coming in and out? Or-
No, not really. There's just a light on inside. And in this part of London, it's probably, like, not an electrical light. So it's very likely somebody is inside.
I'm gonna start yelling about being the destroyer of the underworld, and you have to listen to me.
All
I don't
right.
like the vibration one. I want to use my yelling.
That's
All
fair.
Can I
right.
use
Use your yelling.
persuasion?
Yes, you can.
Old reliable.
Yeah.
Or
I
do
know
you have?
when I
Wait,
put
do you
my
have?
points in.
Do you have intimidation?
I do. I do.
Why don't you do intimidation?
All right,
plus
same number of
manipulation?
dice.
Like, I'm the warder of your soul. And you got 4? I am the
Can I use
great power
presence?
to others. Sure.
Cool. Okay. This is one more dice.
Do you have a Holocaust cloak?
Boop, boop, boop. All right.
10.
1.
10.
2.
2.
I contributed.
I got 2 also.
Uh-huh.
And I got 4.
Awesome. You guys have been way better. Took you guys a little while to figure out how
Yeah,
this
sorry.
works.
Okay.
So
They don't
really
respond to vibration.
what's happening now is really like there's the two of you like kind of taunting them basically, and then the Bargist is doing like
Almost like a sheepdog thing. I think I'm just kind of herding the out.
yeah, well,
I
it's
think
it's
that's
more like
entirely
Making a
barrel
giant
racing,
corgi.
where you're like ugh, and they like chase you, and then and they like chase you, but you're like going around them, so they're going after you.
Literally the least dog in all of us.
Like, I don't know actually what barrel racing is because I've never been to a rodeo, but I've heard tell that is a
Okay.
thing that happens, and they're clowns, so therefore it's
Right.
terrifying.
Race. That.
Okay, so we've rounded up.
You've rounded up some zombies. You've managed to round up about 10 zombies that you
Okay.
could probably get to follow you
Okay.
if you really wanted
Can
to.
we just like do a portal about this? I don't want to walk back across town again.
I mean, you can, but they might make more zombies along the way.
All right.
Do you want to do a portal?
No, I just want to get to this fucking fight.
Okay, well,
I'm real antsy.
then let's make a portal and take these guys with us.
Well, if we find more along the way, I also respect that.
I mean, there's no guarantees they'll make
This
more.
is you. I got to blow up a building. This is your call.
Smells
I thought blowing up a building was my idea.
No, but I got to do it.
Oh, okay.
If we take them through the city, we have to get them through that barricade.
That's true. I was hoping we'd have enough we could just swarm them over, but
Yeah, right.
it's about... the cemetery's less poppin' than I was expecting.
Yeah, you know what? It's because we thinned the herd earlier.
That's
Should've
true.
gone to a different cemetery. We only know the one. Alright, so portal?
Yeah.
Portal. Let's make a portal.
All right,
Portal time!
let's do a portal about it.
7.
All
Portal
right.
1.
So you're gonna get 4 paradox dice out of this one.
2.
So do your magic.
Loot. Alright, come here, glasses. Okay. 1, 2. How about those are useful? 3, 4, 5. I'll roll 2 more. 5.
All right. And roll 4 dice for your paradox.
Alright, I guess I'll count that.
Yeah, you
Damn,
shouldn't have.
the ones I fling are always very good. Alright, 2.
All right.
Yeah, I'll delete them so we just
All right.
have the
So
2
you have 3.
successes.
All right. 3 successes.
Yeah,
5 minus 2 is 3.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can't do math.
All right. I can't do arithmetic.
Don't swear.
Yeah, so the portal opens. It's to. Where were you trying to put it towards?
Where did you describe that you guys were? You gave me some cross streets, Drury Lane and Shepherd's Bush.
How familiar are you with
Yeah.
London? Are you?
I will say though, if she was like doing diplomat stuff in the long ago, she probably spent like a non-zero amount of time here.
Probably long enough where it's like, oh yeah, that
Somewhere
one
on
guy.
the street
that
feels
that
fine.
one guy lived there, and I fucking hate that
Yeah,
guy.
Drury Lane. So there's a Muffin Man somewhere. I will.
Well, he called himself the Muffin Man, but you know for a fact
Take me to the bakery on Drury Lane. That's where we're going.
that he is the wrong kind of Muffin Man.
It was a drug thing.
Those
Bam!
were fucking scones.
Yo, scones can fuck right off.
I like scones.
No, they're muffins that didn't. They didn't want to. They didn't try hard enough. It's a dry ass muffin.
That's why you put lots of butter on it.
Or you
They're a
just bake it
conveyor
in the
for
butter.
other things.
Or you make like a quinamon and then the butter's in it.
Oh, Queen, come on.
That sounds delicious.
So good.
Also.
So good.
Uh,
It's like if a croissant wanted to kill you with diabetes.
yeah. Croissant like suddenly exploded in caramel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real good.
Now I'm
Oh,
hungry.
and butter.
Yeah. Lemonade dough plus sugar. Yeah, so I want to just bamf to the first bakery I can remember on Drury Lane.
All right. You bamf there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Which way? You're up, darling.
I look around to orient myself in the streets. This way.
All right, you good people are good at hearing.
Yep.
You
Ear
hear
people.
the horrible sound of a portal opening, which is what happens when reality is rent.
And
And
everything goes wrong.
air is not supposed to like move that way. And then can hear the dun and people coming out.
I hate to see him go, and I hate to watch him leave.
That ass is not what I. Oh,
That eldritch ass.
I love the Bandersnatch so much. I'm on Team Bandersnatch.
I think he's got like his legs aren't the right. They're not exactly the right length.
Oh,
so he's got like
yeah.
this really
Yeah.
lumpy.
Oh, so like your
Oh,
back
yeah.
legs are like really short and your front legs are like really long, and it's like that horrible like what if somebody drew a bulldog but had only described to them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Who's
Each
that
one is a
Pokemon?
different length, the leg.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're kind of rolling forward as you go.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
noticeable is this portal? So, is it that we're hypersensitive to it,
It's-
or is it enough that we're worried it might tip someone off?
You are hypersensitive to it.
Okay.
Like you've heard it before, it sucks, and but the sounds are all like at a range that human ears can
Got
hear.
it. Okay.
So, unless they have like some sort of hypersonic listening device, which why would they?
Probably.
Or they're vampires and they have.
Yeah, that's what I was
supernatural-
Or if they have vampires and they have supernatural hearing.
Yeah, but don't they have to
Probably
be blood jacked to have supernatural hearing?
You don't know.
Who knows?
Brother.
Blood is my fight milk.
Oh my god, I want that as a shirt so bad now. Blood is my fight milk.
All right.
Um,
The protein shake of the
galloping
gods.
over.
Just calmly sauntering in with our 10 zombies.
Yeah, look at them.
Mhm.
I've named them all.
I guess we're
I
gonna lose
politely
that
instruct them,
element
don't
of
eat any of these
surprise.
people. Not for eats. You can eat people where we're going.
Well, they are inside a building.
Yeah.
You are coming down the thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you're just
when we
telling
get
them?
there.
Like, yeah.
Don't eat my friends when we get there. I'll tell you who to eat.
Let's see if I understand what you're trying to do. Why don't you give me a occult plus your manipulation. Occult manipulation. So just like figure, like,
Okay.
let them know exactly what you're trying to
Yeah.
say to them.
See if they're picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
You do that.
You might say that they're too big, short of a hammer. You might say that they're...
She's scolding him.
Yeah. Use the mom voice.
Two. Kind of get you. You kind of have to keep your eye on them.
That's
Because
fine.
they kind of forget.
Yeah.
Or it gets to like some of them, like, again, they're not intelligent. They're
Yeah.
kind of like, you're kind of like if they're Roombas, you're like nudging them to the side. And then they start, it's like, no.
Oh, sweet.
And so they're like kind of heat seeking, but they also have like random movements, and you're like, no, don't, stop it, you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use one.
I told you once already, and they're like,
It's like, oh, that's really annoying. Can you
Yeah.
stop?
The zombas.
Yeah.
all right, Wolf Squad.
Well, it seems reinforcements are en route.
Is there any change to the building?
There's a light on in there.
Should I pop in for a look?
Seems hasty.
Yeah,
Nice.
and this seems really boring.
It does, but
And you can tell she's like barely containing herself as to like just sitting
Yeah.
still.
I think this is one of those times where we need the pack. You can tell Charles, like, he had an attitude adjustment because he got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
They move faster than anything I've ever seen before. And we know one of them does magic, and if he's anything like Khairyn, that could be anything.
God, that's true.
I don't want you to throw yourself away.
Really? Really? After last time, now you're worried.
Well, now it seems a little bit more final.
All right.
Hopefully they can do some sort of distraction and maybe we can flank them. I'm pretty sure the princess is going to make some bold proclamation with their zombies.
Or we could be the distraction.
I feel like
I am very distracting.
right now they have no clue that we're here. And they're gonna know when our companions show up.
All right.
So he's standing by the window waiting for...
All right. Well, they've arrived. It's the nightmare. There's a good, like, dozen zombies. Like, trying to, like, get off and, like, no, and then get knocked back on. And they try and eat, try and bite into the Barrius, and Grace is like, no,
Stop it.
stop it. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. And it's a thing.
I brought friends. They're a bit unruly. I have a quick out of game question. How many servants did Pasha have?
Yeah, there we go.
I don't recall. How many servants did Pasha have? Oh, you had them in a jar.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
good at listening to
I actually
directions.
wrote it down.
Hell yeah.
Let me see. I believe it was 6.
6. Okay, perfect.
Plus the 4 that I caught in the box that were for snackies.
Yeah.
Gives you all 10
That's
for the
10.
zombies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
actors are very good at taking direction.
That's very true.
What's your motivation? You always hungry.
But I have at least 6 vengeful ghosts.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I would like to put these ghosts into zombie bodies.
All right. Excellent.
Gladys is having very weird flashbacks.
It's like this. This is what you did. That's like not on as cool as scale.
Slightly different.
What did you guys see?
Not a whole lot.
So what have you been doing?
Waiting.
Observing.
Do you have anything to report?
They're in the building.
Doing
Stuff.
phenomenal. Good to know.
Wanted to go have a look, but
Then where did you go?
that was a bit vetoed.
Well, you might be outnumbered now, so I vote that you go and do whatever intel you want to do. Recon. Recon is the word I wanted, and I said. Just don't pick any fights with Marquis till we get there. He's all yours, by the way.
Super motivated.
Is it seriously just 2? Dice, you gotta get it together,
Oh my God,
buddies.
what else are they going to do to me?
3.
Kill you again?
Didn't you
All
just
right.
get to go hang out with us?
You
in
get
there?
3
Oh,
ghosts, 3 zombies. You have
Perfect.
3 angry zombies that also like have their wits about them.
Okay.
They're like,
Yes.
What's
Hello.
this?
Pasha's servants. Remember me? Saved you from being dead forever. I
yeah.
mean, you're still dead.
They're very confused, but
Didn't you want to get revenge on the people who murdered all of you and your families?
yes.
That's where we're going now. Good news. I found them. His name's Laszlo, and he's a vampire. Would you like to help me kill him?
I always want to kill vampires.
I
I would always want to kill vampires. Fuck vampires.
Sounds great.
Language. That was a child, I think.
Yes, that was the 6-year-old. Oh,
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
He was a great chimney sweep, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would die of like the black lung
Yeah,
in like 2 or
an
3
hour
years
and a half,
anyway.
it
Yeah,
was fine.
Yeah.
He've extended his life at least 17 minutes.
Excellent. We're going to a lovely party where you can kill all the vampires you want.
They're just kind of confused. They're taking it in, but I mean, they're not like hip hip hooray. They're
Yeah.
just sort of like nodding.
Take a minute to get the
You.
feel of the,
Yeah.
apparatus and whatnot. We've got chompers for biting, claws.
Yeah, it's like, when you start a new character in like Street Fighter 2, and you're like,
What does this button do?
all right, Hadouken, all right. I'm kind of like figuring out what it's
Perfect.
like.
Alpha Pop?
If your body dies, just hop in a different one. There's extras.
And they look back. They haven't been super aware of what's going on since they died and got put in a box.
Yeah.
They just nod.
And when we're all done, we can go to the underworld. I've just redecorated. It's very nice.
Can they look over each other? They know who you are. That you're spooky. Just nod again.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Can we go, please?
Yes.
I'm very excited. Do you want to take a peeky peek before, or are we just kind of kicking the door?
We're just in there, the building next door.
We're just in the building?
Yeah.
Can I just level the building?
Yeah.
Is there more than one floor?
We don't know.
Well, yeah, you do. There's more than one floor.
There's more than one floor. We do know.
Yeah. You can see it.
Is
Like,
it only
in front of
vampires in it?
No, there's humans.
Okay.
Like, on their side?
They're in there. It seems
Can't
to
tell.
be. It seems to
You
be.
are a moving target with your valuing of human life. You know that, right? It's hard for me to peg down how much you care about people.
I care about
It's a
them.
minute-to-minute basis. Are we worried about casualties, or can I just bring the walls down around them?
More ghosts, not a bad thing.
There you go.
I made him a house. It's nice.
What do you want? This is the part where you say your piece, so you don't walk in and like sit in the corner while we're having the fight of our lives.
I mean, if
You
we
know,
knew
like you
which
did the last time.
floor they were on, we could just crush that one.
Can I sense that?
What's that?
Try to pinpoint him since I'm so close to the building.
Try to pinpoint who?
Laszlo.
Oh, trying to smell him? No, you can't do that. You know he went through that door, but that's about it until you get inside.
I mean, walk into possibly a trap or crush a building.
Yeah. Also, Gladys, can you just peek in and give us a look?
Honestly, I would be happy to.
Oh, please go. Good God, go.
And
Fantastic.
she's
Remember,
I'll
cats
play-
no.
nope. I'll take a shot, not paying attention.
Okay.
Gonna walk into the building.
You walk into the building in Twilight.
Yep.
All right, and you see it's a print shop at the bottom level, and there is one guy who's kind of working all on his own. There's a lantern that's hung up for him, and he's kind of like in the back against a wall, and up on the wall behind him is a mock-up of like a front page, and it says the Autumn People, and it shows the 4 of them, i.e. Charles's pack.
Wait, what? Okay.
That's odd, but they're odd as well. So I suppose that tracks. I'm gonna keep walking.
All right. There's not much else in there. You're gonna go upstairs.
I'm trying to track down where the Marquis is
Okay.
because I've decided that I have a personal vendetta against him.
Excellent. You can see that when you pass by this guy, you can see that he's working on another mock-up, and it has a picture of Khairyn, and it has on it there are different like title what are the headlines for it, and one is the Dantain, the dire necromancer, the rider of the pale horse, the Pied Piper of putrescence, the end of dreams, the extinction event, and largest mass murder of all time are all kind of like strewed about, and you sort of like figuring out which way to go about these things.
Wonderful. Again, I question
Fake
Charles.
news.
Charles and his pack choices. Still tracking through
All right,
the building.
so
though.
you're still, and
Yeah,
you
I'm
are,
making note of everything.
yeah,
but-
and you are smelling, and his smells are definitely around.
Mhm.
There are also like a whole bunch of weird smells that are like kind of like Marquis smells, but like really not. And these are things like, you know, pine scent, but you've never smelled pine sol, so you don't know what it is to have like pine scent so cloying that it like gets into your eyeballs and you like cry out a little bit of pine.
Sure.
You don't like know what like the like saccharine flowers smell like, but that's what you're smelling. It's like too real to be real and fake on top of that. And so there are all of these conflicting scents in here that kind of match the Marquis because he's made of lies. But you can count on that he's made of lies.
Is he a living creature, though?
He is not a living creature.
Okay.
He is made of something else.
So he's sort of beyond all of that
Yeah.
anyway.
Like, I don't know if you smelled a changeling before, but if you had smelled a changeling, that was what a changeling would smell like.
Okay.
I think she did when she was murdering them all.
Like you did when you were murdering them, yeah.
So cloying.
The women, the changelings.
Not the changelings.
I'm still gonna peek around because I haven't
All
seen
right.
anybody of import so far.
Yeah, there's no one else around.
Damn it. I guess I'm going to come back out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, according to the papers, you are all famous, especially you.
Cool. Thank you.
Not in a good way.
Is it a paper run by vampires? Why would I care about the headlines written by vampires? It's fine.
What floor?
They're not in there.
I'm a bit curious what the paper said about me. Just, idle curiosity.
Can we go back and check later? I want to do murder. Where are they?
Well, if they're not in there, was the downstairs? Did I go into the ground?
I tried to follow around, but there's a lot of smells going on.
Can you see doorways that may not be there?
Can I? Sure, if I try.
That's a very good question. So you want to try and see if you can find a doorway that isn't actually there?
Yeah.
Charles is going to try to look to see if there's something in the shadow.
The shadow is completely wrecked at this point.
Because maybe he doesn't know
but
if
you
they
can-
could have figured that out, how they travel through the shadow.
No, they haven't traveled through the shadow. In fact, you could use the shadow to go tons of places. It's just horrible.
I mean, where does their scent lead?
Into the building.
Have you opened the door? Or did you just come back out?
Oh, I probably opened the door for them.
Okay, so you turn back into a regular person. Okay, so you hear a scream from the guy who was working on the thing.
Sorry.
So you guys hear a, "Ah!" The door opens. Charles, you smell the very distinctly that part of the dreaming that you go to when the Marquis opens up a doorway to the dreaming.
It smells like the dreaming.
Is that what that was?
Oh. Okay.
Smells like
Horrible.
the Marquis.
Ugh. This is the worst.
He is the worst. Better not have gone into my underworld. I hope that giant zombie eats him.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Alright. I'm gonna, I guess, look for a door? Can I sense where the door to the dreaming was built?
You could he may have set up a situation where the door opens to another place. So you could look for something like that where there is a doorway where, if you know what you're doing, you can walk through it and you just walk through another doorway somewhere else in the world. There are things like that. That might be what he's talking about. But you can go for it. Why don't you just roll your roll your perception for me, but add your
Can it be
gnosis.
investigation?
Well, add your gnosis to your. It's wits plus what is it? Wits plus intelligence.
Wits
Wits plus intelligence plus your gnosis.
Perception is wits plus composure.
Oh, wits plus composure. Sorry.
I learned it. No, I didn't. It's on the character sheet.
Yeah, I wrote it at the top of my character sheet too. Same reason. One, two, three, four. Holy crap! 5, 6.
Whoa!
She's very perceptive.
Whoa!
Did I mention that, I would like to go to this place, please? There we go.
How many?
7?
Yeah, that's 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you totally can do it. You can just open that right back up and just like follow to wherever they went.
Cool. I want to bring the building down around me as we go.
All right.
Charles grabs the dude, throws him out.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the newspaper off the wall with my picture on it.
There are other newspapers like strewn about that have your pictures on it as well. There's one that describes you as the Princess Magnificent with lips of coral and cloak of black feathers, Gloriana of Death, Imperatrix of Nightmares, Queen of Ghosts, Warden of the Shadow, and Empress of Blood.
I want that one. It's gonna go in a frame.
The frame's gonna be made of screams, you guys.
Oh yeah, no, the glass is made of screen.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
Her headline seemed much more
Oats
flattering.
doesn't
Yeah,
care.
right?
I want to know, is there anything written about him?
There is, yes, there's a story about a 8-foot-tall madman running through London screaming about his wife, armed and extremely dangerous. And you have stolen that has stolen an artifact from the British Museum that of no use but of extreme value. Only a madman would know why.
All right.
And Charles changed his clothes.
Yeah, what's Charles's?
Charles is a story about a Hexenwolf. There's a mage werewolf loose upon the city. The mage's name is the Grey Lady and has possessed the wolf. Since the
Wait,
mages.
so his isn't even about him? What the fuck?
Undercover.
Oh, beans.
Then it goes in depth about how the mages created the zombies and were wiped out by the vampires in retribution, so they couldn't hurt the world ever again. And it kind of goes on and on about how great the vampires are for saving mankind.
Cool. Tight.
This needs a bit of an edit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the whole fucking building. Like, as she rips the door open, like, it just starts crumbling from this way out. And I'm gonna give one of my signature Laszlo!
Laszlo!
We're super good about the element of surprise.
Yeah!
I don't give a fuck. I want him to show up and knuckle up. I'm very tired of chasing him around.
Alright.
Alright.
Jesus.
You got it.
I mean, it's either that or sneak after a person who's better at hiding than we are.
So, you go through the door, and with a Laszlo, and bust like an oh yeah, through the door, and you are into a chamber that, I mean, it looks kind of like a British Museum. There's like, columns and stuff around that are all sort of like Egyptian inspired, like that sort of like stone architecture, but you've never seen it before. And it's very large, and there are collections like on the sides of things. And turning around, very surprised, is Laszlo with some of his guys.
Look, element of surprise. Go.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Very surprised.
We did it.
Just turn into the zombies. That's the one you get to eat.
So you guys are like funneling through that?
Sure, why not?
Yep.
Alright.
Jump on
Cool.
through.
Alright.
To the other
Let's
side.
do this thing. Alright.
You got a 20, yay!
I'm going super
20.
fast.
Okay,
Roll your
so
initiative.
hello.
Oh my god, I also rolled a 2, but it's much worse when I do it.
We're super good! I got a 9.
Yep.
9. What's initiative again?
You should have an
Dex
initiative
plus
modifier.
Dex
composure
plus
plus
composure.
initiative.
So that's 15,
7 plus 4 is 11.
15, 17.
Do I have to roll initiative for all of my zombies?
No.
Shouldn't
Okay.
They'll just go on your
Yeah.
initiative.
Okay.
17.
I got
Some
11.
composure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
17.
lot.
die.
17.
Would you get
17. Roll like
Chuck
the wind.
is 17. Grace?
11.
Mm-hmm.
7.
That's yeah.
Sure. Your
7.
ghost powers confuse me.
Yeah, I don't
7.
Wow.
What's the
We both rolled a
her
2.
Dex and composure?
You
What?
just have it down on here as power and finesse resistance, so I don't actually.
Well,
have it
yeah,
written
so
up.
you have resistance plus your finesse. Plus a D10.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, so just roll a D10 and
I
let me know
did.
what you got.
Yeah.
It was 18.
You got 18? Sweet.
Yeah. It's a lot of numbers. I just want to make sure it was
Can
the right
I
numbers.
screw you up? And I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 essence, and we're all go with the highest one.
Yeah!
Sweet! Yay!
Still be one behind the fucking Laszlo.
But whatever,
With
we'll
his
be
bitch
in
ass
front of
ring.
somebody, please.
He'll be in
out.
front of at least one person.
Yeah, like one normal human that wasn't super liquor.
He was like probably like eating
Yeah,
a sandwich, like, hey, what's going on?
Oh, what? Oh, no, my sandwich.
Raggy. Okay, so everybody goes on an 18 now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. I need to borrow some dice real quick.
They all botch.
Wow, it did.
Botch, 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 botch.
The
I was thinking that.
system is down. The system is down. Dance, dance, doo doo. Dance, dance, da dance.
Can we get the
dance.
blade music going? Is that
Oh my
copyright
God.
infringement right now?
That'd be bad.
I'm pretty sure I can make it rain blood, you guys.
Do it!
Yeah, and squids.
Yay.
And or squid.
Oh, we're in the dreaming. We can do whatever.
No, you're not. You're not in the
No.
dreaming.
I don't think
You're not in the dreaming.
There's no dreaming.
You just went through there.
You guys
They-
ruined it. You ruined it.
I didn't.
There's,
He
there's
did.
only
You
death.
did.
There's only deafening.
Let's make it rain blood the old-fashioned way.
I mean,
Exactly.
Yes.
Practice.
And
I wanted some
stigmata
kibbles.
rage.
I wanted some kibbles to rain down so I could eat at the same time.
Oh, I can do that.
No.
In the dreaming.
We all can do that in the dreaming.
Yeah.
Not the only
Yes.
one.
Be a special.
You especially.
So, Laszlo looks at the five of you and like, oh hell,
We did it.
Yes.
and smashes one of the humans next to him, which you find out is human because he smashes through him. Blood comes out. He rips the heart out back through his spine, throws it against the wall. It kind of like splashes against the wall, but the splash turns into one of those like sigil type things that starts spinning and like that kind of bullshit.
It's honking?
Yeah.
right,
Windmill
a goose.
cookies.
It's a
Green
goose.
truck
I'm
can
not scared
taste
of it.
like hippies. That's what it is. So, like, he's doing, like, some magic up against
Yeah.
the wall, and, like, the blood spray of that is, like, actually coming up as a sort of wall around them.
Cool.
And he's doing some kind of magic bullshit.
Cool.
Magic
Last time I did the magic wall, you just ran through it.
Yep.
So after you, my dude.
So, other vamps are pulling guns.
Did they go before us?
They can spend the blood and go before you.
Wild.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's fucking lame.
What
This
about
is
the...
probably a good time to remind you that I can reflexively go incorporeal.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Okay.
So, Laszlo casting a spell, the
Mhm.
vamps are drawing guns,
There's-
and then there's two humans.
Two humans.
Yeah.
One is dead.
Oh,
For now.
No, there's three humans.
there's three humans.
One got
is
dead. So
Yeah.
there's two
So there's
humans.
two humans.
Yeah.
So they're not doing anything.
They're
yet.
not doing anything yet. They are
They're like,
not as
"Oh?"
fast. They're like, "Oh," one guy's like, "What?" and got turned to a blood spray.
Okay. Is this
I
magic?
tried, guys.
Is this magic
Yeah.
wall
That
in
person
place?
is better.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, there's it isn't. You don't know if it's a magic wall or not. There's just a haze of blood that is just up in front of you guys. So maybe you can walk through it. Maybe you can't. Maybe it's just
Walk.
him getting ready.
Why would I walk? I galump, my good sir.
I said galump, sir.
So first, though,
Give the governor
there are going to
a
be some
lump.
bullets flying.
Okay, well, let them do what they're doing.
You go in. You're gonna go incorporeal.
Yup.
All right. So we're going to be
The
the
meat cake.
what?
I want to check something and see if it's reflective or if it's instant. But go ahead.
I want everybody. Why don't the four of you roll a die? Just all of you, just roll a die.
9.
9.
9.
9.
Oh.
No one knows. 5.
4?
Okay. Well, the 2 9s have it. You guys got bullets coming your way.
Yay! I'm super squishy.
No, you're fine. Just like get low.
Somebody for me, please roll 8 dice.
Minus my defense.
You don't get defense against bullets unless you have a charm to let you do.
I'm a werewolf.
Amazing.
Really, there's no bonus against. There's
No,
no
not against
Two.
guns.
2.
That's the
Just
thing
no
that's special
dodge?
about guns.
Wow.
So you take 4 damage for lethal.
Oh.
Me as well.
Well, somebody can roll 8 dice against you.
Let me roll.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Just kidding.
Too late. Oh,
You should let me roll.
that's good.
Oh, that was on you. 3.
3.
3, so you take 5 damage.
No, your dice roll
So,
good when they do smacks.
Like some bullshit Wild West like gunslingers. The guns are out before you even really know that there's anything in their hand, and shots ring out. It's your guy's turn.
Are these?
Jaru.
Okay.
Karu. Who wants to go first?
Would
Jaru.
Would you mind? Oh, okay. Would you mind if I just do a thing really quick?
Jaru.
Shut.
All
Cool. Time magic.
right.
We're gonna undo that. I didn't like anything that just happened in the last 0.5 seconds.
right.
So it didn't happen.
So it didn't happen.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the spell. I don't even want that fucking haze on the wall.
Can you
Yeah.
turn the guns into something else?
No, I could do like one thing. I'm gonna unshoot you and unmiss this.
You don't know that, but oh
Yeah, I mean I do kind of know it, but I
Has she
also
seen him heal?
I think she's seen you.
yeah, it's why I like know to speed up time around you when
No,
things
no,
get
no.
fun.
He just heals.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, maybe. I think they saw it on the boat.
I think you might. I mean, you saw him get super fucked up that one time,
No, I think
but
we saw it.
I
when
think
you
you've seen him take damage before.
on the boat.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Yeah, okay, cool.
want to undo. I mostly want to undo the haze, but
Do it.
That's
just gonna
fine.
walk it all back. Sweet.
Holy sh!
All right, here we go. 1,
Those tarot
2,
dice.
3, right? 4, 5, 6. And 2 of those are 10s.
7
Wait, no, that was 6.
7.
7.
Yep.
Nice. Will somebody please roll 10 dice for me?
You want to do it? Okay, go
Do
for it.
it.
That's crab. 1, 2, 2.
2.
2. Cool. His counter magic takes 2 away from what you have.
Okay, I'll still keep my 5.
5. Cool. Roll 6 dice for your
Paradox.
paradox. Actually, no, this is going back in time.
Did
You're
he
gonna roll.
just get to go before us on every single thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
It's not
put
like once
up
per
an
round.
he put up an anti-magic thing, but also like that ring that he has, like, kind of puts him just one step ahead of everything.
It's the ring of go first. It is full
Yeah,
of shit.
but it's okay. It's fine.
But that's what he did. That's what he uses his turn doing
Holy
to set up anti-magic.
4, that sucks. 4.
Because he's like, they're here. I need to like make sure that they can't just
5.
do magic on me.
It's okay. We'll burn 5 of the cool artifacts that I grabbed from the gentry that I definitely said last episode that I was grabbing as we were wiping them to just burn the paradox.
No shit.
So we're fine. Still
All
5
right.
successes.
All right. Cool.
Want the ring?
You guys take get that 5 damage back.
Jaru.
True.
So confirm there is no more mist wall.
There's no more mist ball.
Cool, tight. Oh,
There's-
we'll like leave the guy dead though. I want him back it up to right when he like
Back it
pulls
up.
the spine out. So there's just one less guy.
But it's like the blood doesn't spit out, just goes like he's like,
Yep.
"Aw, I killed a guy for nothing." Oh, that's okay. I like that.
So,
Alright.
did we not get shot then?
You are
You did
unshot.
not get
You
shot.
are
You've been
unshotted.
unshot.
Cool.
You're like,
got
oh god, that.
Well, no,
No, you watched it. You watched the bullet come
You
out.
watched
and
it.
the
It didn't
wound-
hurt.
You watched it.
Oh yeah,
Well,
right.
I don't understand pain. What's pain? Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt. I wish I had
Um,
books.
Khairyn and
So-
the unbothered final guardian of the veil, holder of two towers, a canvas mage of the Argent Thorn,
She
and I will take back what is mine, and I will unmake you.
She's also reflective. Excellent.
Come get some.
Like that too.
Get some.
I'm gonna do. Can you look
No,
at
that was good. That was good.
primal strength?
Sure. What does that do?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you to look it up.
Oh,
I
okay.
love the like hat. Just like sure. What is that?
Okay, I am spending 4 pyros.
Uh-huh.
3, 4. I am going to give myself resilient flesh, which subtracts 2 from all sources of damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to use uncanny athleticism to boost my strength and stamina. And this is an insane roll to see how many successes I get, because my Azoth has increased, and all of this like doubles up.
Nice.
Lots of dice.
Eli. Real quick. Primal strength let you add your purity renown to your strength.
And we only see Laszlo and these other goons, but no sign of the Marquis.
No sign of the marquee right now.
What a bastard.
What a bastard.
The work.
This is a.
That's great. You did great.
Okay, maybe it's a better roll than I think it is, but I don't think it's a very good roll.
Nice one.
It's not a very good roll.
You still get the reroll too.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just get like 3 more times. Just do that.
Just roll them all. Excellent.
I believe in you. Nice.
4 successes.
What does that do?
I am boosting my strength by 4, which
Awesome.
puts me. I'm already in the ridiculous realm, but puts me even farther in the ridiculous realm.
Man, I wish you gotten 15 successes though.
Yeah, me too.
That's tough.
That would have been fantastic. So that's reflexive. Resilient flexes. Resilient flesh is reflexive for me.
Always.
And then I am going to. I can run through this barrier and make an all-out attack against.
What
Laszlo.
What barrier?
Oh,
There's no
I'm sorry.
barrier.
I can run straight for Laszlo and make an all-out attack against him, right?
Sure. How far can you run? I mean,
Well,
you're not that far away, but you're not super close either.
My speed is currently 14. So it seems like I should be able to.
Yeah, welcome
Sure.
to this dude.
Yeah. Kool-Aid Man, that jerk.
Yeah. You gave
So
me
you're
the
going-
Kool-Aid Man appellation. That's the wrong one.
So you're going right for him.
Yeah.
All right.
So also because I have Colossus, I gain 1/2 armor while I am making all-out attacks.
Nice.
Okay. What does an all attack mean?
It means that I can't use defense. I'm
Oh, okay.
doing like the full attack. I get extra dice to do it.
Sweet.
2 extra dice. But what we're going to do here is. Okay. So I am going to run directly for Laszlo, grab him in my jaws, and rip an arm off.
Cool. Before you get to do that, he
That's-
gets to
that's
preempt.
Yeah, that's my intent anyway.
Will somebody roll for me 15 dice?
Go on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's 5. Do it bad.
Do it bad.
Go
Don't
bad.
do it good. Don't do it good.
Bad.
Be bad.
Nice.
That looks real bad.
There you go. 1.
Success.
2.
2. This one's a 10. 3.
3. Wow.
Dope.
Hey, real bad.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you take
Good job, guys.
5 lethal as he swipes at you faster than you can imagine And then you're on top of him.
I only take 3 lethal, and then I also have 1 armor, I believe, from that.
Okay.
So 2 lethal.
Sure.
Fuck him up.
Sure.
All right. So you are going to subtract 15 dice from your attack.
Okay, that's a lot. And then this is
Don't worry.
strength.
His defense goes down each time you attack him.
That resets at the beginning of every round.
It resets at the beginning of the round.
Vampires, guys.
Murder quick.
Bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
Really? 15 dice? That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross.
Okay. So yeah, you really did want me to roll 15 successes there.
I did.
But
But you should still have dice, and if you don't, you can always burn a willpower.
14. Yeah, but I'm down to like 4 dice.
Yeah, but
I
all you
can
need is
be
one
successes.
success.
We believe in you.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to raise a trait?
There we go.
1 success.
You did it.
One success, you did it!
Yay!
And because I am all bargused up, my teeth act as a lethal 1 weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 lethal,
Yeah,
I guess.
so you do 2 lethal to him.
Yay.
And
He doesn't like that. That hurts.
and if damage equals upon stamina. No. Okay. So I assume that's not above his stamina.
No.
Okay.
So you don't get to rip an arm off.
That's fine.
But there's a giant thing that is 3 times the size in his face.
Yeah.
Who's next?
That seems distracting.
A little
You
bit.
want to go or me to go?
I am the shield of meat. Someone rip him up.
Do it.
Do all of the people that are with him have guns?
Only the 2 vampires have shown they have guns. The 2 humans are like it's only barely like registered in their minds that a fight is happening.
Okay.
Like this has happened so quickly that like nobody who isn't superhuman could possibly act right now. And the fact that you're all a pack and all got like launched forward in time means that like you're just going way beyond anybody should.
Okay. Did you want to go?
Sure. I'm going to spend a willpower. And his defense goes down. So I'll
His-
have my 1 and then my willpower.
All right,
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
How much does his defense go down by?
I spent
By
8
1.
again.
Oh, 1.
Yeah. 8 again. 8 again. Okay.
So 2, and then I'll spend another 1 to add 3 damage.
Oh shit! So how much? So
So 5.
5 damage, and then your regular claw damage on top of that.
So
7.
7.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Oh shit! He's not happy about that. Whoa! Suddenly,
Werewolves
like
are
you're all
down.
gargled up, like there's the Barghest, and then like in the wake of the Barghest, it's like he's like, ah! Oh, thank God I got that taken care of.
I'm torn between what Gladys would do and what actually makes sense to do.
Do what Gladys would do.
Gladys would thin the pack out that he's got with him and go after the weakest targets. And
Do it.
Wipe them out.
All right.
Because she would go to Guru for a minute, like probably try and just murdernate the shit out of those humans.
Cool.
Plus, he
Fair.
already used one for
He
dumb
used
magic.
one.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
He used one already, and it turns it
So he might
appears
use more of
that
them for
he
dumb
needs
magic.
blood for magic
Yeah.
in order to do this big magic. Like he might be able to use his to do like small magic, but this like big ritual like bullshit magic he's doing seems to need that.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna go
stuff.
after the
All right.
people
So you're gonna attack the both of them.
if I can.
I'm gonna have you split your dice pool then.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Oh man. So
Because she would have gone to Guru form as well.
okay. So you go to Guru form. So what's the bonuses for that? I forget.
6,000 points.
6,000 points. So you're gonna roll your power
Let's see.
plus your brawl
The actual form gives +3 strength, +1 dex, +2 stamina.
So your power +3, plus your brawl, is what you're going to be rolling here.
Okay.
All right.
That's a
And then
lot
you're
of
going to
dice.
split that amongst these two poor people.
All right, that's
more
15
die.
dice. So I'm
Could
gonna
have
split
exploded.
it. What? 7 and 8.
Yeah, let's find out.
All right.
No. Okay.
Good try.
So I'm going to say that these humans are like, huh? Because not only are you going faster than time, but Khairyn already put time back
Oopsie.
and then going faster than time. So like they're not even really aware that you're here, because like the moment like
You said
they
another
they
3
didn't
strength?
notice you were there when at the time Khairyn put time back too.
Yeah.
So they're like, so they have like no defense right now.
Get him! Please kill everything.
Okay, so
Take away his power.
it looks like it's gonna be 9 dice and 9 dice.
All right, 9 dice and 9
His
dice.
cookies.
Holy crap.
Eat
I
his
can't reach the
cookies.
thing. So.
No, it's okay.
Wow, that was terrible, but still 1 success. All of these dice are failing me today.
Wow, 1 success?
Yeah.
He still doesn't like that.
He's
That is
squishy.
more than enough damage for him to hate life.
Okay,
Get all the blood out of him
I'm
early.
gonna roll for the other dude.
Mhm.
These dice are garbage tonight, but
you
I
warm them
got
up?
well, I got 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, so there's like the like ghost claws are like they fade out of reality and then fade back into reality when you are already like halfway through them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like gashing out blood out of them, out of one, and then the other one like he's like and the claw like goes through his arm and then like smacks into his head. He's like, what the fuck, and like rips most of like the skin that's covering his jaw off of. And they're not fans of this plan that is happening in front of them right now. Okay, let me write down their okay, you are
Got some
deed.
boo-boos.
Deed and no cheek
Grace.
and
And Ellen. And some zombies. All
bloody.
named Trevor.
Okay,
They're all Trevor.
All named Khairyn.
They're all Khairyn.
They're all Khairyn. Let me talk your manager.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
can I touch your manager?
So the 2 vampire guards are damaged but not dead.
There are 2 human guards that
Human
are
guards.
damaged.
Oh,
and
human
then
guards.
there are 3 vampires
That have
with
been
guns.
untouched, right?
They're
Oh.
untouched.
Okay. I think I would like to cast Phantasmal Rage on one of them.
Like you do.
We control melee.
Oh, is that the one that makes them see things that aren't like actually happening?
It turns the victim's instinctive reactions to the terrors that they see before them, turns their own body against them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How about we do that?
Let's do that.
Okay.
That-
Persuasion plus strength. Okay. And I'm in Ellen form, so that's a lot. Plus more rage,
Please do a lot.
more stigmata,
I'm so excited about this.
More
little-
rage.
a little bit more rage.
You're like
Go Team Rage.
You're
One
like
more
Bette Midler doing the spell and you're getting like a spell against right. And you're just like bite your own tongue and spit it in there and roll a 10 with it. Yeah.
Yes.
1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
This is
2
totally.
rerolls.
6.
That was a glow up for Bill
So-
Grace there.
Fact.
Do you guys know what a negligent discharge is?
Yes.
Sure.
A
So
negligent
happen to be
discharge
useful.
is
Let me
when
call a
you
doc. I'm gonna look it up on WebM.
when you fire a gun and you don't mean to.
Yeah.
When you fire a gun and you really don't want somebody to be in front of that
Yeah.
when you do it. You really don't want yourself to be in front of it. You don't want anybody else to be in front of it. But you really just don't want it to happen.
A Dick Cheney.
Exactly.
I don't think that was
God.
negligent.
And so
I think you meant that.
when somebody is really, really scared with poor trigger discipline, they might have their finger on the trigger and then just pull it without thinking about that happening. Whoopsie. So, somebody roll a die for me. I just
Fuck!
Rude.
Alright, well, the second one was a 1, so 1.
was it a 10?
It was
Yeah.
a 10 and then a 1.
There's a also you add the victim's strength to any damage rolls made against them with phantasmal rage. Please tell me he explodes.
Well, he's like,
Laszlo.
he goes, bam! Shoots himself in the head. The bullet goes through his head and hits like the guy next to him.
Yes.
I did a good with the die!
You
Yeah!
did.
No,
Will
you
somebody
did it.
please roll for
You
me?
did it.
Sam, roll it.
You rolled 6,
6.
and then his strength is a vampire. So somebody roll 11 dice for me.
Do it.
Sam,
This is your time.
Okay.
you have faith in your dice.
6.
Yeah, this guy, like, he saw something that immediately, like, nope, checking out.
Oh no.
You guys probably all saw Grace like look him in the eye, and then he killed himself.
Yeah.
and then he killed himself.
2, 3, 4. Hold on.
An immortal vampire was so terrified that he put a gun to his head and blasted it. And then the one right next to him, Deed, it gets hit like in the chest with like mushroomed out bullet and bits of skull and like brain and blood and stuff. You don't care about that, but it's like he got like a shotgun of like bone splinters like into him. So there's like bones in his cheek, and there might be one in eye, and like there's a part of him that's sort of ripped out as the bullet that's, to be fair, lost some energy, like just kind of like bounced off of his clavicle, and or not off of his clavicle, off of his sternum. So it like broke his sternum, and he's having a bad day. The other guy's having less of a bad day because he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
For now.
Let me bring him back so he does it again.
No, he's ghost.
Does he have a ghost?
Well, you don't know yet. It just happened.
That's true. Keep an eye on that.
Do vampires have ghosts? Now
Let's find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Next on the Autumn People.
Mm-hmm. The more you know. Is that it?
No, you have zombies.
Oh, I have zombies!
You do have
don't
zombies.
forget. We went on a
Yeah,
mission
I
for
do
them.
have 10 zombies.
You
What do they
do have
do?
10 zombies. Well,
I would like them to just swarm Laszlo.
alright. They're going to try and swarm Laszlo.
Can we splinter a couple of them off to eat the humans?
Oh, yeah.
Well, 3 of them are controllable. The rest of them are less so.
Some of them are probably trying to eat the humans.
Some of them are probably trying to eat the humans,
done.
just
Perfect.
in general.
Just in
and then
general.
the other 3 of them, you can be like, get that guy,
Hey,
but
that guy killed your family. So
Yeah.
The 3 that are, like, reasonable, and the other ones eat whatever.
I mean, the 3 that are like the reason, they're still pretty much doing what you say.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to convince them. You're like the queen of the underworld and ghosts and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
now.
it's probably his fault, though.
Yeah, it's probably his fault.
It's not a lie. She's
yeah.
pretty sure it's correct at some
It's
point.
fine.
Laszlo's not going to have a difficult time dodging them at this moment.
I just want a distraction.
But
Okay.
a distraction is good.
Nice.
Then 2 of them.
Let's do them first.
Will you
next
roll,
time,
like,
because
3
each
and a
time
3?
we'll
Well, we
reduce
have to
his
hold our
defense.
actions. I was going to say that, but I thought it was metagamey.
Yeah.
Oh,
And?
well, yeah, because I don't think they count as your
Nice.
One?
one. And the next one?
I mean, it's an attack, right?
What do you mean? For like distraction?
To lower
It
his
doesn't-
defense by 1.
Oh,
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So they like go up to the people and the humans at this point in the world, like, they've been dealing with zombies for like 6 months, so they don't like them. But the ones around Laszlo are probably ones that have dealt with lots of zombies, so they're pretty good at like dodging the bites, and they're like grabbing, like playing Toro with them. Not really. Okay, they're not playing.
Right.
They're not at all happy at what's going on, but they're pretty good at dealing with zombies at the moment.
Cool.
And that's kind of what's happening, like, as the zombies go through. So I'm like, oh, this is in our wheelhouse. We're not fighting nightmares anymore. They go faster than time. Cool. All right. We can deal with fucking zombies. But yeah, having them do something first might make that work. I don't know. The humans.
I mean, I'm all for cheese assing if you want to.
Sure, yeah.
Well, it's
Let's win
it's
this
up to
fucking
him
fight.
now. So
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's what you guys would do. Be like, oh, there are zombies there fighting them. Why don't we let them be distracted and kill them? All you have to do is survive the next round of them attacking you.
I mean, we got to do that anyways.
Yeah, gotta do that anyways. The humans are gonna pull out their little slicey swords, they're basically machetes, and are gonna try and hack heads off of zombies. So, why don't you just roll 2 dice for me? And if any are successes, then
Yeah, I've been rolling
the
them.
zombie's gonna drop.
Oh no, if you're gonna make it successes, then somebody else should roll it.
Yeah, don't roll any successes.
Good job.
Nailed it.
Yay! All right, cool.
Yay!
So, top of the round,
Yep.
we are still at 18 for you guys. But vampires being what they are.
Boo!
No, that's ghosts.
Like, what?
I am blah. Blah.
I don't go blah blah blah.
You're blah blah? No, I am blah.
Blah.
Blah. That one's for Jim. So, Laszlo, fucking what am I gonna do? He who fights and runs away may live to fight another day. And he's going to try and get the hell out of Dodge. He is right next to you guys. So
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, right? Like, how does counterspell work in this world?
Yeah.
well, he is just gonna do that the celerity run away bullshit, and just like run out of the room. That's what he's gonna try and do.
Okay.
If you reverse time, so he's like, oh,
Who's tripping him?
I'm gonna trip
Like,
the
he's
reality around his
kind
ass in
of
a second.
surrounded by.
Yeah, he's
a
kind
bunch
of surrounded
us.
by you guys.
So
Yeah,
is he just
so
gonna-
you can absolutely try and do something about
Yeah,
it.
do stuff.
Okay.
Do a punch about it.
I have a weird idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
Do it. I love weird ideas.
I love the idea that maybe she snaps back and like comes back out of guru form, because I have otherworldly allure, which I haven't gotten to use, and
All
even
right.
if the prey knows something is wrong, it still keeps them manipulated.
Huh. All right.
I have no
Girl's
cost
got
and
it.
no dice pool. The duration is permanent. Any attempt to manipulate or influence the prey where a striking looks apply is resisted instead of contested, and you can attempt to seduce, intimidate someone with pure animal attraction and domination without talking to them, but they do need to see you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So it's not contested, it's resisted,
Yes.
which means that he would get instead of rolling a dice pool, he subtracts it from your normal dice pool. So the resistance, I think, is resistance plus composure. So for him, that would be 9 dice.
Okay.
So you would get to, instead of having him roll 9 dice against you, it would just subtract those 9 dice, and you would get to roll, and if you succeed, then you do the thing.
Okay.
So that would be your persuasion plus your finesse. And tell me how this happens. Tell me how this works.
Okay. So let me see how many dice I have.
So it'd be her dice pool minus 9.
Yeah. Dice pool minus 9. Get a success. And
So
he's
I
going to
get-
be
I
like,
get to roll 2 dice.
wait, huh? All right. Get 2
Then you can spend
successes.
a willpower, get 3 dice.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
totally gonna spend a willpower.
All right. Get 1 success. Stop him in his tracks with how smoking hot you
No,
are.
3 more dice.
Huh?
You get,
Oh,
so you got 5 dice.
Yeah, 5 dice to get 1 success. You fucking got
Get 1 success. You got it. You got it.
She did it.
Yeah! Woo! All right. So he goes, huh? And is just transfixed.
I'm sorry. Were you going somewhere?
Amazing.
Nope. As a matter of fact, no. He doesn't say that. He's like frozen in time and space. Not just because he's moving faster than normal. Like, his brain, like, in the, like, second, like, half a second he's pausing, he's, like, looking and going, whoa. What
Hey.
the fuck? Whoa. And he's, like, has, like, forgotten about it. Now, this is just a split second. But in that split second, he has literally forgotten about getting out of here.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Yay!
Who wants to go?
Other vampires are shooting now.
Should I grapple him?
Well, the vampires get to shoot, and then you get to do the thing.
Wait,
So
how many vampires?
there are now 2 vampires.
Now there's 2. Okay.
Yeah, and then there were 2. I love to count.
Count these shells, son.
So I think they're just gonna go for the biggest things in front of them, which are again like y'all.
Bird!
Bring a service.
Bird!
So 8 dice and 8 dice. If 2 people will roll 2 sets of 8 dice. First one is for Chuck.
Do you want me to roll?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm gonna die.
Can't tell if this is.
You're not
good.
gonna die. Oh, you healed up all of your.
No.
Oh, it already happened.
Yeah, he didn't heal. He was
Didn't need
unshot.
to.
There we go.
1.
I did good.
2.
Oh shit, 2.
2.
Ow.
2. Cool. You take 4 lethal.
Okay.
Someone else want to
Do I heal it next turn or when I go?
Okay. I promise
You'll
I'll do
heal
better
it
for
next
you.
turn.
Okay.
I'm not worried.
Yeah, he gets better as he gets shot.
0.
Sarah.
Excellent.
You're the one who can
Also
take
fine.
damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's like, I'm bad!
I was so sad about that. I was like, oh no. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you guys are doing good against guns.
Yeah, thank God.
Because there's more than one target.
Supernatural creatures, we cannot die to guns.
That
shit I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember that
technology.
first game when you got shot? We're like, oh shit, hold on. I was like, oh man, I almost killed Khairyn.
It was amazing. Oh my God.
If you haven't listened to the first one, guys, you should listen to the first one. Oh wait.
Almost went out like a
No, it's the
bitch.
second one.
It
Oh, the
was
second
the
one. Yeah, the second one.
Because the first one had our friend,
Well,
the
the ship.
Titanic.
Boat friend. Boat friend number 1.
Memories.
It's too bad the Titanic's
Friend all
or
the boats.
has it.
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
We have
As
a
a hot
log.
tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put him in the hot tub.
So I want to grapple Laszlo.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a strength plus brawl test against
Okay.
his strength plus brawl.
Okay.
So that is you are going to roll your dice, and he will roll 14.
Okay.
My God.
Do, 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 do. 18.
So, just to be clear, this guy is Tremere, like the guy who started the Tremere clan Tremere.
Oh, cool type.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Like, he is like an antediluvian.
Dope.
I want to eat his ghost.
Yeah.
So, like, this guy is bananas.
E-A-N-A-N-A. And yeah, he's still cut struck, so. Damn.
Yeah, she probably had like a little like blood on her hands from everything going on too, and it's just like
Yeah. Like the rest of us all started like, yeah, let's get.
Hunt struck is one of the best words I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
life.
From the
It's like
Favorite.
Yeah.
it's like
so good.
thunderstruck,
Yeah.
but so much better.
Yeah.
So good.
It's the name of our coven.
Yep.
Oh, struck.
I forgot that we had
Ah.
a coven. Meetings about
We
it.
do.
Like Nick Holt in like fop makeup, using that mid walk. It was just like
Yeah.
a lot of energy I didn't know I needed.
truth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Wow. Okay, somebody roll 14
Yeah.
dice. Don't get 8.
Uh-oh.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
What the fuck?
6.
My God.
Woo!
Huh. You are in
Nailed
control of the
it.
grapple.
Great.
I'm super good at rolling.
Yeah.
So right now, you didn't roll an exceptional success. So you have grappled him, but you don't get to do anything to him just yet.
Okay.
On the higher of both of your actions, you
We'll have a contest.
have a contest. What's cool about that is if this guy goes before any of you, you get to do the contest.
Mm-hmm.
And so you always get to
Nice.
like do something. So if he tries and gets away, you still have an opportunity to hold him down and beat the shit out of him, whatever you want to do.
You want me to
Yay!
grab that ring real quick?
Yay! I'm gonna eat him.
Okay. You want me to grab that ring real
I
quick?
mean, you do whatever you want.
Eat
You
that
be you.
finger.
Okay. I'm just asking about turn order, man.
I don't care.
Okay.
You be you. But
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna
It's gonna be
burn
there.
every like magic item I fucking have. So like the like bracers, is, it's going because I want to roll all of my dice at this.
Okay.
I want to freeze time for everyone but me. And I'm gonna take that very cool knife that I've been using to cast all my spells and take his fucking hand.
Yes!
Yeah, take that hand off.
I
Do
want
it! Do it!
And that is with this. I have 2 magic items left just to go against whatever fucking
Holy
stuff I have left.
beans.
Yeah. Been banking him the whole game. Beep, bop, boo. I mean, granted, I probably should have used them to like not break the world that one time I did.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Hey, Olivia.
We all make mistakes.
6, 7. That's 3 rerolls. 8, 9,
Bananas.
10.
10?
She's still rolling.
One for each finger.
11.
Both
She's
hands.
still rolling. She's still rolling.
Is that a 0?
That is a 0! Oh my
12.
god.
12.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Wow! Okay,
Holy
somebody roll 6
shit.
dice for Paradox.
You can roll your 6?
No, you do it. No, not you. Sam, do
Oh,
it.
okay.
You'll somehow roll 48 successes off of like 2 dice.
It's not like the Nazgul hand.
Thank you. You're good.
0.
You're a good friend.
12
I got you.
successes.
12
What do
successes.
you want to do?
Cool. I just like. I think there's just a. See, that would have been some bullshit. We saw it. We saw you do it. I think all of a sudden, like all the pieces and like stuff that she's had, like she did like a less fancy version of what you were doing. Like she didn't have like all the pockets, but she was like clipping magic items on her, and she goes up in this like flash paper of conflagration as they all disappear, and she's just wearing like a normal suit, and everything stopped, and she just like slowly walks over, sees the grapple, like his hand is like freeze, he's like trying to push you away. And she just takes it, and like she's not strong, but she's got time.
Yes.
Put that
Yes.
Yeah,
ring on.
puts it on immediately, drops the hand. Actually, no, she's gonna keep the
the hand.
hands, and like walks back to where she was before, and is just holding it up like this, and then we'll unfreeze time. And just looks like a little lady in a linen suit.
So, you guys hear a scream. it's a loud scream. It's an unexpected scream because he got the Bandersnatch like and it was like about to maul him. It's like, yeah, maul him. I was like, wait, you didn't maul him yet. And then there's you guys can smell blood, like a lot of blood.
yeah.
And it's like and it's not even like a cut and like it's like, you know, like a t-shirt gun of blood. Just out. Like, whoa! Because like you're cutting it and there's like slow blood like coming to the surface, and it would be faster than it normally would, but
Yeah.
I think this is funny, so this is how it works.
Yeah.
Until like it's all off, and also like vampire blood is vitae. It's not like actual like human blood, so it's like thick and gross and black and nasty. And so when you're like, huh, need a hand?
Oh God! She was
They're like-
ignorant shit like that too.
And it's just like this sticky black red, just gross, just like launches like a fucking horrible net gun like to the wall on the other side and just splashes over it. It's
Can I have a cool monologue real quick?
yeah, do it.
And I think she wants to make eye contact with him when time comes back up and point his hand at him and say, "The thing you need to understand, Laszlo, is that there was never a universe in which you got to live through this moment. Either I delete you from time or I bring down reality around all of our heads in the effort.
That's it.
Okay. So, like, you killed some vampires in your time. Yeah, you've seen fear in the eyes of vampires. But, like, this is again like somebody who's been around for thousands of years. Like, you don't know how many thousands. But for the first time ever, somebody sees death staring them in their eyes, who is completely and utterly confident in themselves to be around forever. Like, you're always a puppy.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're like a puppy made of knives. You're like a giant dog or every now. Yeah. So like suddenly like it dawns on him. I'm not surviving this. Or I may not survive this. Like the look is just like shock as like Vite shoots at him out of his hand. As he's like being grappled by a horse. Maybe if you looked at it like kind of sideways and squinted.
That's always like a horse?
Like a really grumpy, wrinkly horse?
Yeah, like a hippo, like a tall hippo.
Like maybe like a camel, but with like a shorter neck and with like less haunch.
Maybe like a
Bit of
Komodo
mange.
dragon with long legs.
Same amount of drool, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just slides away from your eyes whenever you like really look at it. I love making you so horrible that the horrible creatures that you've been hanging out with this whole time can't even look at you.
We didn't know you were the worst of us.
Oh, well, we did.
I was a monster on the inside the whole time.
Oh! You can join the club now.
Yay!
Who's next?
Speaking of monsters,
Is it my
you can go.
Yeah.
Do you have some like sick negatives?
Well, he's now no longer able to use his defense since he is grappled and missing a hand.
Just like bite his head off, I think.
Well, I think I might just throw him into the sun.
Oh my god, do that though!
But what?
But it's nighttime.
We're all inside.
What is escape
That's a
velocity?
crappy
I'm not
roll.
sure.
This is your
that it
first
matters.
bad roll, and it's still not that bad,
Yeah,
son.
it is.
I don't know. You might be able to accelerate him to escape velocity.
3, right?
Yeah,
On
but you
15
get 3
dice?
rolls, don't
On 15.
my dude?
On 15 dice?
Yeah, some of us have done much worse.
On 15 dice? Was that 4?
Yeah.
4.
That's
So
still
you do
really
6.
good, you dink.
Huh? 6? 9.
9.
Just numbers, I'm just hearing
Because I'm
numbers.
spending another essence to add my purity.
Okay.
We're angry.
So tell me, how do you rip him asunder?
Yay!
He's gonna start just like going in on his stomach and going through his chest, so it's like cavity, cavity, cavity. Grab his head, give it to Khairyn.
Oh my god, thank you.
Just quick.
Yes, you're.
Yeah, it's like a I don't know, you know, like the caterpillar thingy, like digging in. They just like giant holes in his chest and stomach of just like missing muscle and organs and all this stuff, and like the chest is getting ripped out, and
So
then
you're-
like his throat.
It's like you're swimming through him.
Right.
Oh,
You know, like I think y'all play Killer Instinct in the chat, like Saberwolf.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then grabs the head and then gives it to Khairyn.
All right.
I'm gonna hold him by the top of his head.
It's a good artifact.
You should
Yeah.
keep his head alive in your death tower as like a John the Baptist talking.
That's a terrible person.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it.
You just taunt him
This is
over
gonna
his death
suck
for
for you.
eternity.
Oh my god, you can totally do that.
He's obviously has a lot of magical might. You might be able to
Yeah.
pick his brain for stuff, and you know,
Literally.
literally.
I'm gonna make you my arcane focus.
Oh, you can turn him into Bob.
Yeah.
Well, evil Bob.
Evil Bob. Well, might turn into good Bob someday.
It's
Rehabilitate with Khairyn.
No.
Nah. Okay.
Be real.
So there are still 2 vampires and
misty red
still
light.
and 2 dudes like
I
hanging
haven't
out.
gone yet.
I know.
Oop,
That's it.
clapped him. Dropped him.
And
Well-
one of them has a chest full of bone spikes.
Oh my
He
gosh.
sure does. But you know what? This room could need more zombies. You know what makes a good zombie? A vampire.
Yeah.
So let's try a little stillness, Mary. You know, that one that killed himself.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Have him murder his friends.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
I have 13 dice
Is that
for
a
that.
Vambi or a Zompire?
Yes.
No, Zambi's
It's
mother
regional.
got like shot by
By herself?
by herself
during the nightmare. Makes sense.
no.
That tracks.
Zambi's mom.
Okay. Appropriately, I have.
I was just gonna say that. That's so
Oh,
good.
no, you get back in there.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. That's amazing. I love you guys.
Let's see. 1, 2. Just 2? Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
That's all you need.
we only really need the one zombie. 2 successes.
All right. Zombie gets up.
I mean, his head's a little squashy. It's hard to put it back.
They don't really use their eyes to see anyway.
No. And I just direct him towards his friends.
All right.
Here you go.
Does it give anything on what the stats of the zombie are? Or is it just what they had in life?
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's what they had in life.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Toy, toy, toy.
Well,
Also, they're immune to pain.
awesome. Well, because they're dead.
Yeah, they don't care.
All right. Well, why don't you? Oh gosh. Okay, he doesn't get his. He's surprised
It gets, I get
because that
plus,
would be surprising.
I get +2 if it's been dead for less than a day.
Plus 2 to his.
No,
attacks?
to my successes.
Oh, okay.
So that's 4
What do your
successes.
successes do?
Make him real
That's
angry.
its durability.
Awful.
Oh, okay.
Awful.
Cool.
More awful.
Yeah.
He'll tempt us.
Then he would. Somebody roll 6 dice for me. As he takes the gun
So
out
you
and
need to
goes.
do good or bad?
Oh, you want to do good? Oh wait, sorry. No, it's a gun. You need to add 8 more dice to it.
Okay. Well, you add 8 more. I got 1 success because my dice didn't know how to behave.
They didn't know what to do. They're like,
You
wait,
sure
we
you
want
want to
to...
roll this?
I don't know if we're supposed to do good or not.
Do it. You want to do good.
Okay.
Good?
Do good.
See, my dice were confused. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Plus
4.
Plus Karen's 1.
Plus
Plus
my
1
It's
is
5.
5. Gun goes to the side of that guy's. The other zombie's head. Or the
Vampire?
vampire who's like, has his friend's
Shrapnel.
shrapnel in him.
Mm-hmm.
And like turns around to see it get up. Get into the right between the eyes, and then suddenly, there's a loud sound, and that vampire drops,
Oh.
and a whole bunch of blood and brains and skull and stuff like shoot out behind it, like have you ever seen a squid in the ocean do its little like squirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's at this
Sick.
Matches.
All right.
So you have a match set now. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Also, my other 10 zombies get to go.
Yeah.
Oh, they get to go. Okay, somebody roll 10 dice for me.
You do it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yay!
Use that ill-gotten dice.
Yeah, I will use that Hill-Cotton die.
Good.
One more. Only 1 success. Not great.
Only 1 success? Zombie still, basically manages to fall itself on top of one of the humans and is now just ripping its guts and ribs and everything out. Again, these guys are really used to zombies. Like, they're
Yeah.
not used to fucking nightmares like you guys.
I mean,
But when
honestly-
it comes to zombies, they're like, okay, I don't even have to think about this.
Yeah.
Dodge, dip,
Yeah.
dive, and dodge.
You Dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Or a zombie.
Yeah.
That's why we got 10 of them.
So are they all dead?
One vampire.
There's a vampire left, but
Oh my.
like I don't like. You guys just want to kill him. Like I
Wait,
don't
I thought
care.
both the vampires were
There's
dead.
three.
There were
There
three.
There are three. There were
Oh, there were
three
three.
vampires.
I made one
Humans, free
kill himself
vampires.
and then get up
Right.
and kill his friend.
Okay, I got confused.
Yeah.
Can we just scare the last one to death?
No, we kill him.
Oh,
Eh.
well,
You
like
just
to
drop
death.
these
Yeah.
and declare fealty.
Ooh. You want that?
No, we don't.
Okay, go ahead.
But
Next.
Do you want to eat it or can I scare him?
scare him.
Roll for it.
I mean, you can try to scare him, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just eat him.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
not really eat him because that's disgusting.
Okay, you go first. So we just make a line to see, like,
Yeah.
like weirdest kill.
Hey,
Weirdest kill.
la 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 la. Huh.
Whoever wins
Should I
the
try
weirdest
and
kill
grab
game
him? Should I grapple him first so that he has to watch the
doesn't
horror?
have to pay for the hot tub later.
I go to the body,
Oh, yeah.
and I look for a bell.
Ooh, fucking smart. Look at this smart boy.
You find a bell.
Go to Gladys.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, I want to scare somebody else.
Saving it?
Yeah. What you doing?
Yeah, let's scare this guy. Okay, persuasion plus phantasmal plus shroud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Holy
shroud
crap.
is
Do it. Kill him.
wait, shroud
death.
is occult. Persuasion. Okay, that's 4, and that's 4.
Back to my tiny pile of caster dice. It's really cute. It's like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Whoa!
That's a
shit.
2, girl.
2, 3, 4.
She was
Those
like,
are
season
10s.
finale.
Yeah.
Time to blow stuff up.
Yeah.
5 successes for Phantasmal Shroud, which I have at level 5, and that says, drawing upon her terrible understanding of the underworld and the phantasms which lurk within it, the Sin Eater may cloak herself in an illusory appearance which is utterly frightening to a particular person. Only that target can be the focus for this attack. Damage from attacks made with this power often appear to be the result of sudden heart attacks or aneurysms. I get to spend a plasm and roll my activation successes. Each success inflicts 1 level of damage to the target. For 3 plasm per attack, it's lethal.
Nice.
So I get
So-
to roll. What did I say?
You
5?
get to roll your
5.
but also it sounded like you can spend plasm for each attack. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
So you spend
So-
3 plasm for an attack, and then you can spend 3 plasm for an attack.
I think so.
All right. How much plasma you got?
Lots.
Nice.
And I got a pocket full of ghosts for later. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Let's just do 3 more attacks, so that I just add 3 more dice to my rolls. Or do
No,
I-
it's lethal. So
Oh.
you can do that. So what happens if it's not lethal? It does like bashing to them, and then when they take all the damage they can, it loops around to lethal. And when you're done with lethal, it loops around to aggravated. When you're full of aggravated damage, you die.
So how many do I roll?
So if you want to do lethal damage, you spend 3 plasm and you roll 5 dice, and then you can keep doing that for as long as you have plasma.
Nice.
Okay, let's do that.
Holy.
Aw, okay.
Okay,
That's
then
okay.
what's 1?
Okay, that's one.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay, 1. Somebody keep count.
Does it have to be 3 plasm every time?
Yeah.
Do you have 1,000,000 plasm?
I got a bunch, yeah.
She's got an underworld.
2.
2. You can do better than this.
I know. Come on, dice. We're actually going to switch a couple of these out.
I have a question.
I think
Can
he's-
I, like, you're doing this in, like, successive, like, boo. Boo. I said boo. Can I cast a fake spell to help?
Sure.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. I just want to help loop you the
4.
fuck around.
4.
How is this guy looking Worse
he look
for wear?
distracted?
He looks like, so you know the podlings in the Dark Crystal. And
Oh
they're like,
yeah. Ooh, I hate it. He's great. He's doing great.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's not moving.
There you go.
6.
6. All right. Just tell me when you want to stop.
I feel like. How long is this taking?
That feels pretty good.
This is all in an instant. Like
okay.
he's being like his mind is going through the worst fears he's ever had. Like in that dream time where you fall asleep and 5 minutes later you like had like a giant adventure. So that's what's happening right now.
Okay.
He's like, but it's all happening like that.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
And you can kind of see that like she's doing something.
But if it happened in like instantaneous,
But it's happening
then I'll,
instantly.
Like, no, you're
Basically, you saw Grace just lean down and smile in his face,
And he's
he looks like the worst things ever are happening to him.
Amazing.
And she's just like,
so how many times have you rolled?
well, I got 6 successes.
All right. So what do you want to do with those 6 successes?
I want them to be lethal.
All right.
Yes, please.
Cool. So, Grace smiles at him, and he drops to the ground, and is screaming, like screaming, crawling, trying to get away from everywhere. Like he's not really like aware of where he is right now. All he knows is he hates it.
same, my dude. You want to jump in and finish this?
Oh yeah, but I want to be real creepy about it.
Yay!
I want to go over to this guy who's screaming, and I want to put my shoe firmly on his neck, and then ring the bell with my hands that are still covered in blood, so I'm sure like little droplets are flinging everywhere as she does it.
All right. From the back of the room's the stairs that guy was running towards before he got. What was it?
Cut struck.
Construct.
Ah.
Walking on the door is you
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Left us in a bit of a lurch.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault.
Oh, okay.
And whose was it?
Oh, there he is.
Not him.
Oh, well. Marky finds that amusing.
Yeah, it is.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah,
if you wanna, let's do it.
We're not fucking around with this.
all right.
Yeah, I want to
Your
leap
girl
on this
came to
dude.
play.
Alright. Oh, he doesn't have super magic powers.
Arcane.
He doesn't get to spend a blood and go
This
first.
is my ring work.
You go first. And
Yay.
anytime somebody attacks you, you can preempt them with something.
Could you have given me that?
Here's what I'm gonna do then.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a magic
Alright.
to bend fate to make my good friend who handed me a dope head way more lethal.
Oh, alright.
So let's do extraordinary luck.
Cool.
Heat of it. I can't read that die. That's a 0. 4.
Alright, 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Any paradox would you like me to
You're gonna roll 3.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that is
It's like
within
one
your
of my main
wheelhouse.
ones, yeah. 1. Okay, yeah. I'll keep the 2 successes.
2 successes?
Yep.
You do 2 more lethal damage, like straight up with every attack.
I want you to
If-
see me walk forward faster than you, and I turn back to you and murmur something in a language that hits your the back of your brain, but not your ears,
Mm-hmm.
and then you feel good. And I just go like this. I gesture with the head.
So I really want to describe how this ring works because I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Yeah. Green gut.
The idea behind this ring is Zeno's paradox,
Yeah.
which I don't know if you guys know,
Yep, yep.
but I'm going to say anyway because I'm a nerd. one of the great ways of describing it is Achilles and the tortoise. And the tortoise starts like a foot in front of Achilles, but the tortoise goes 1 foot every second, and Achilles runs 10 feet every second. And the paradox is that Achilles will never catch the tortoise, because in the time it takes for Achilles to reach the tortoise has gone that much further. And the time it takes for him to reach the tortoise goes that much further, and on and on and on and on. So in the time it takes for you to move, she gets to move just a little bit further. And then the time it takes for you to move, she gets... So it's like you're used to being the fastest thing around, and she's just effortlessly moving that much faster than you. And the faster you go, she's just that much faster than you.
That's crazy bad.
Yeah. Forget him. Fuck him up.
He's gonna switch to Urshel.
All right.
He's gonna try to rip off his leg.
All right.
This is really Gladys' kill.
What?
It's really Gladys' kill, so he's...
Oh, okay. So you're just
Came out on Gladys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I just say officially, every time you guys have said Urshel, I think of Ursher. And I just imagine Usher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Urkel, so...
I was imagining kind of a combination of the two.
Ooh, I like
Urkel,
Usher
Usher.
and Urkel.
Yeah.
That is a weird like.
Both
I'm into
suave
it.
and awkward.
Oh, so it's Stefan or
Swapward.
Swapward.
Swap.
I don't think I was rolling the dice
I didn't
earlier,
know
but
there was
who
a word
cares?
for me.
Who cares? Do it.
Oh no, it worse. Sorry, ignore me.
Did you just cheat?
I like went to just nudge it back down, and there was a 2, and then nudged it again, and it became good. And it got so bad.
Oh my god.
Really?
Wow.
8.
8?
My God.
Yeah, I didn't get any rerolls, you son of a bitch dice.
That sucks. But still, 8 plus 4?
I feel like you pulled his brain out with
Oh,
his leg.
yeah, no. Yeah, you grab his leg.
Oh, and
And,
I'll spend the essence to add 3 more. Did I kill him on accident? My bad.
No, you didn't. You didn't kill him on accident. You didn't kill him on accident.
That
But
big
he's, but he's not at all well. So yeah, no, you grab onto his leg, and you now have a trophy.
Sweet. Then I guess I'll leg
the,
rack him.
the scream. Oh no! You rip his leg off.
I know, but I get a free tilt.
Okay,
Leg
well,
rack.
sure, you leg rack him.
Which one you think?
And he falls to the ground, screaming. It hurts a
I
lot.
need to see what the fuck Oats is doing right now.
Well, this is Gladys' thing. I assume that she probably goes faster than me anyway.
Well, you all go at the same speed because
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Oh,
still
yeah.
in effect.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
paid for it again.
I guess it's the same scene, or...
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I honestly kind of wanted to grab him and fling him into the sun. Because I want to fling someone into the sun, but that's okay. I don't want to,
At least orbit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
she
it
could
is
kill him,
entirely
and then he
possible.
could fling him just to be sure.
Oh wait,
He's
sorry.
gonna sling his body into the sun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Truth.
I want to roll more dice than I did the time when I used the building as a
Okay.
flail.
Yeah.
Because I'm at that
Oh,
point
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Aw.
But go ahead.
I want to make him eat his own bell.
Yeah.
Oh, we're vindictive.
All
Beat
right.
the bell.
Wow.
Beat the bell.
All
Beat
right.
the bell.
Do it.
Hashtag take
What
root.
would you like me to roll to have him choke on his own bell?
Well, how would you like to do
Bell.
this? Do you want to look at him in the eye and say, "Eat the bell," and have him eat it
Well,
himself?
no, he's already
Or
screaming, so she's just
do you
going to
wanna
go
just
ahead
shove
and
it
just
in?
shove the bell
Oh,
in
okay.
his throat.
Then you are definitely going to do your finesse plus. I don't want to do brawl. I want to be like intimidation. Do you have intimidation?
Yeah, of course I have intimidation.
Y'all, okay, I think every single person at this table has intimidation. And I feel bad for
Yup.
not giving you guys more things to
Yup.
intimidate.
Weirdly, I'm more persuasive than intimidating.
Oh my God, same.
I'm
Yay.
intimidated, guys.
I built like a political negotiator, and just that did not come up.
There was a lot of potential for negotiation. You just murdered people instead.
Oh wait, and I can
I
add
negotiated. I made friends with all the boats.
You did.
willpower for 3 more days?
Yeah, sure.
Might as
Get
well.
it.
Poor Marquis.
Why?
He was like, why did I give myself a stupid bell to get summoned
Yeah,
with?
right?
Like,
That's on you, girl. You did that.
Did that to yourself.
Yup.
4.
4? Oh yeah, he is. You break a few teeth on the way in. Like you
Sure.
don't get like perfectly in.
Oh, of course.
Like he's screaming, he's thrashing about. So like, if you cared more, you might have been able to just like get it in between so he'd eat it. But yeah, you broke a good like third of his teeth going in. He does not think that is funny.
Gladys is grinning. She's having
because
a good time with this.
yeah.
Ellen thinks it's hilarious.
Also enjoyed
if you
this.
shake him, does he summon himself?
Oh no, he turns inside out! And then he exploded.
No turning inside out. That's my gig.
Yeah. Don't bite her style.
Gimmick infringement.
TM. Bowman's son.
Is he still alive?
He is not dead. No clue how.
I imagine every time
You
he
don't
makes a
really-
choking sound, it rings.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely still moving around. He probably will not survive if you just left him there. So he's mostly dead, which means he's slightly alive.
Do you mind if I throw him into the sun?
Do the thing.
All
I
right,
feel like I
so
would ask.
Yeah, that's
What
very
is-
polite of
Yeah.
one of them, I think.
One
escape
of them was an officer.
velocity.
So-
And
the
a
gentleman. Good job, everybody.
Well
We
done.
did it.
Okay, so I shift back into Oats.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
He
I've been
shifts
holding
into
a bark
Krenos
inside you the
Oats.
whole time.
Krenos.
Krenos. It's for what's for breakfast.
Ooh, hell
Are you
yes.
giving yourself more strength here?
I'm using Titan's Throw,
Okay.
which so as I grab and pick them up, it lets me negate some penalties. It also lets me multiply my strength.
Oh. By what?
Million.
Double, triple, quadruple, depending on how many points I spend on it.
Okay.
Plus get 9 agains, plus get some other fun stuff.
And you
So-
are rolling athletics here to throw him?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Which
So-
you get exceptional success on a 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is.
This one's also.
Oh, thank you.
When was that before?
I thought that was some bold strategy not to reroll that 10.
Yeah, right?
Let's see if it pays off for him, Cotton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
On the
7,
Ocho.
8, 9, 10. So 10 successes.
Okay.
On that.
Not
On those
bad.
10 successes, we're going to take 3 of those to quadruple my strength.
Okay.
Okay, still have 7.
1 of those to get 9 again.
Okay.
And then the other 6 are going to reduce any penalties for bulk or shape of the object. Meaning that he is super aerodynamic and I can just...
Yeah,
He's like
he
a
is.
little hare.
He is perfectly aerodynamic.
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
He's
so
a
I can actually just like get rid of all of the equations for
escape velocity and stuff.
air resistance when it comes to
Yeah.
escape velocity.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you need to get him to 33 times the speed of sound,
Okay.
You're fine.
but that is doable.
Yeah.
Okay. So my strength is currently 14,
And then it's quadrupled.
and then it's quadrupled.
Okay,
Quick cue.
so what is
so
that?
40.
That's too much.
So it's 56.
56.
Okay,
Hold on, before you roll, I get to go a little bit faster than
Yes, you
everyone,
do.
right?
yes, you do.
Can I just take the roof off? I just want to be a team player
Yeah, just
here.
do it. Take the roof
Yeah.
off.
Just go, what?
Do it. Because right now it's just going to throw him into the roof.
Yeah, I don't want us
plus
to lose, like, the, I want to see it.
61. So I'll roll these in 15s.
Alright.
What if he goes to the moon, but he's on the outside and he's not in the dreaming? What happens then?
Just 2.
He can look into the underworld, but he can never enter.
2 successes.
Stay outside the party, asshole.
So what are you rolling now?
I'm rolling for the throw.
Okay, so you should be doing strength plus athletics.
Yes.
Okay. which is currently 56.
Do you
Oh,
need
wait, I
any
get-
like tracking?
And you get 9 again.
I get 9 again. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was...
I'm gonna count your
Okay,
successes for you.
why don't you
So
just
that's
you
two.
try again? Because I think there were 9s in there that you missed.
No, those are 6s.
Oh, okay.
Because I would have pulled them out as successes before. All right, so that's 2
Yep,
so far.
I got you on the strength count. Alright, 4 more.
4 more. 5 more. Or, I'm sorry, another
6
one.
more.
Another one. So that was 6 total on that roll.
Yep. Doing great.
So, Ellen, how do you feel about this occasion?
I feel like Ellen is having the time of her damn life. Unlife? Not sure.
We might have destroyed all your adversaries. A clean rule of the
So
underworld.
that's 4 more.
Revenge took out all of her competition.
I'm sorry, 6 more.
Queen of the underworld. Technically
7.
overworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the Empress of
7 on
Earth.
that roll. Okay.
Well, you'd have to
So one
convince
more roll.
everybody else.
Okay.
But
And then a single die.
I don't feel like that's going to be hard. We've got
Yep,
one live witness-ish.
So 3, 4, 4 more.
Nice.
And then a single die.
Do it. I dare you. Give me a nice round number.
10.
Oh, it was.
It
and then
was
hit
so
this
close.
thing.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
That's
Alright,
fine.
you're looking at 19 successes.
19 successes.
19
That'll
successes.
fucking do, my dude.
All right, 19 successes. All right, I want to do some math because I like that. Okay, so that's how many meters in turn. And you said it was what? 19 successes?
19 successes.
Okay, so do.
And I do get exceptionals on 3.
Beautiful.
And what was your
Amazing.
strength?
My strength,
was
all
6 times
told,
the size?
Yeah, all told.
Yeah, right.
all told was 56, and
Okay.
then plus athletics was 61.
Okay, so you
Should've spent a
should to.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
can't spend willpower.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
spend
no,
a
do it,
willpower.
do it,
I'm gonna
do
spend
it.
a willpower just so we see if we can get up to that 20.
Yeah, give me that 20.
Because
Need it.
you are so close to escape velocity. Like actual serious escape velocity.
He's like, I'm so mad.
Yay!
Yeah,
2
two.
more.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
21.
Then you get to re-roll those because they're 9 again.
Those are
They were
8.
Oh, there's 8s.
Yeah. That,
Fine.
Okay.
Can I spend another willpower?
Yeah, why not? Go fucking buck wild. What are you doing?
I've got a lot of willpower that I have not used. in
Get
this
out of
game.
here. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do
Oh,
it.
no. Oh, hold on.
What's the number of successes to do this thing? We
Well,
will
no,
spend
no.
all of our stuff.
You've done it.
Okay.
Hey!
You need to get to 11.2 kilometers per second, and you are currently have accelerated him to 11.7 kilometers per second.
Yay!
So yeah, you escape
You convert
velocity.
that to, like, we're not doing the metric system here. London. Please do this in feet per furlong. Nothing.
Imperial feet.
Yeah.
So tell me how throwing him into space looks like.
I never trusted you. Just grab like whatever is left of his shirt in front
Wait, hold on.
and lean back and just
Don't make a deal.
and just watch.
So
Very good throw.
yeah, and it just goes. If any of you have like
Wait.
really good vision,
I might have trusted him a lot more than I thought. I said I'd only trust him as far as I could throw him.
Yeah, and I think you hit the.
Past the moon. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just-
okay.
never
stuff.
coming down.
All right, tight.
Well,
Good job.
Good riddance.
That's
I mean,
fun.
maybe he'll die. Who knows?
Yeah.
Is that one screaming vampire still alive?
It's under your foot, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He will die soon.
Can
Well,
you finish it?
we're on a witness to go and tell the rest of them.
Oh, that's fair. That's smart.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing because I always wanted to use it and never got to use this.
Okay, do it. It's the last time.
Let's see how well this works.
Yeah. Get back in, Bernie.
Well, we only need the one, really. 2!
Yeah, that dude was like escaping his failure friends. He's like, let me just go over here.
2 successes. So I'm gonna rip my own arm off and
Oh.
throw it in his general direction, and it's gonna drag him back to me.
Oh.
Oh god.
By
I
his
learned so much.
screaming face.
Worst Scorpion cosplay ever.
Get over here!
And it just kind of like hoists him up like this on the ground so I can talk to him.
Like,
Charles has this like check please look on him.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're
What?
gonna go and tell all of the other vampires in the city that we're in charge now. Laszlo is dead. Long live the queen.
Yeah.
And she points at Khairyn.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
uh,
Someone has to live here.
Long live the queen.
Long live the queen.
Long
Khairyn
live
is
the
queen.
She is queen.
Yep.
You are queen.
Oh my god, thank you.
Don't hurt me.
No, you can live-ish for now.
On Earth as it is in the underworld.
Yay!
And then I'll take my arm back and just reattach it.
God. And she's just gonna give you like, thank you, but. That's just the noise she
Put
makes.
it back on.
Amazing.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so epilogues.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what you
Hot
guys are doing.
springs.
Hot Springs.
Yeah, hot springs. Do you guys want to go to bath? I mean, it's a far away. I mean, there'd be zombies, but who cares?
I feel like we're gonna have to resolve some of the things we've been talking about
Yeah.
throughout the campaign.
You may have to do that.
Yeah. So let's just check in. All right, we did the thing.
we did it.
How are you feeling?
We did do it.
Now, there's something I would like to try. If it doesn't work, you're going to have to convince Oats and Grace to come with us to the place between places. I will not force them. I won't do it. But I also don't necessarily believe that the tower was speaking the only truth. Now, Laszlo had a beautiful warehouse full of magic items. And I don't know what you saw, if you saw what I could do when I had like 5 of them. What if I had all of them? Maybe I can set the world to rights.
I mean, your power is far beyond anything I can do.
But I'm a woman of my word. If I can't solve it this way, we'll move on to the next thing. Sound good?
Let's go.
Okay. And I want to walk down to that warehouse full of magic items. And I know how they work.
You do know how they work.
And all I need them to do is flare up like that flash paper. You have very sensitive sight, so I need you to just throw some sunglasses on really quick.
Okay, so what I'm hearing there, I want to make sure that I understand what you're doing, is that you are going to sacrifice all of these items in order to do big magic. The last remnants of the mages.
Yeah. Other than the Ellatic ring.
Right.
Keeping that from me.
Right.
And Laszlo's head.
In order to put things back, they were the way they were like right before you went to the underworld.
Yeah, no more zombies.
No more zombies, no more
I believe the
gone
skull,
underworld.
Like the Crescent Skull Man. I think the world needs to remember what happened. It's not that it didn't happen. You only move forward. We fix, we don't forget.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll keep this. Then
I
like
want a broken jaw, because I forgot that we like broke
Yeah.
the mandible on it.
Side eye.
Alright.
Yep, side eye,
Ooh.
broken jaw.
Don't undo my helmet.
so.
No, of course not. Never.
Now this is going to get rid of basically the legacy of magic.
Yep,
All of the stuff left over from the mage, other than you,
Yep.
your stuff in the towers.
yep. Can
Cool.
I burn the magic out of the vampires too? Like, I just want to end the Tremere line. No more magic, except for me.
don't know if you can necessarily do that. I think you're focused more on putting the world back the way it was than vengeance upon the Tremere.
It's less of vengeance and more of like the playing field's only level if
you do know who you're looking for though. Now.
Oh yeah, all the Tremere.
Like you know they exist. You know what he looks like.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So I do that. I don't want to roll.
You don't have to roll.
Forever.
You don't have to roll.
But would it work?
I am saying, since you are basically willing to sacrifice your entire birthright,
Yep.
In order to do this,
but can I plunk my tower? I want to smush because I have 2 towers, and I put one at my summer home with my best friend. And then the other one goes, I'm going to crush the British Museum, like whatever's left there with it. And then the last tower will be there.
So, what do you want to do with the second underworld? Is that thing going away? The one that you guys made? That one's going away too?
No. That's your place.
Keep that one.
Yeah, we need an underworld.
Well, the other underworld will come back. If you set everything right to where there's the underworld. Because the underworld being destroyed is what made the zombies.
Yeah. No,
so they'll still
fixing, not undoing. You have a new underworld. It's better than the last one. It's cooler than the last one. Let's just smush the old one. It's like I don't want to fix it. Just new one, please.
Okay, now we're getting more complicated. Either you want to undo what happened, or you want to keep this timeline and make shit happen now.
All right. I mean, if I had the chance to undo it. Will there still need to be someone in charge of the old underworld?
It will be back to the way it was. And so there'll be all these, like, different domains and the people in charge of that and stuff, but there's, like, no one person in charge of the entire
Alright, I want to circle up the squad. Hey, squad. What are we doing here? I don't want to make a unilateral decision, because everyone gets mad when I do that.
That's fair.
Yeah. I can attempt the weirder magic and leave the new one on the moon. I guess I'm getting a chance for an undo button, even though I said that wasn't really a thing. But I'm very good at magic now. So what do we want to do here? I want you to have your cool moon. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the harder magic. I want to undo, but keep the new underworld.
All right.
Cool.
Why don't everybody else tell me what they're gonna do? And we'll get back to you on how that works.
When does this conversation take place? Like 10 minutes later, a month later, a year later?
No, like minutes after.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it now while I'm still geeked up before I go. So many magic items.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
If it's not all brought back, then it's not brought back.
Yeah, I did say earlier that there's no, like, undo button. So you can't undo, you can only make better choices in the future. And now I'm going to just lie. Yeah.
So we'll
do the best with what we
remove the
have.
zombies.
No more zombies.
No more zombies. We can put them in the
Vampire-
underworld. We
yeah.
got a good place for them.
Vampires can't walk around during the day.
Nope.
We have a lovely new underworld, and the world can repopulate. It's less weird. We'll fix the shadow, too. That seemed bad. We were in there for, like, a couple seconds.
It's real screamy.
Real screaming.
Now we don't have any gentry stealing people, so we don't have fetches everywhere.
There we go. And we
See?
don't have to worry about Dantane
It's better.
weirdos coming through and...
Making wars and stuff.
Will my wife be alive?
No, but you'll
In
know where
your
to find
memory?
her. You can come to the underworld and spend as much time with her as you want.
I'll build her a nice house.
There we go. For the both of you.
Right next to the Lake of Blood. What? It's nice.
I
Put a
know that,
take a
and
little
you know
boat
that,
out.
But hold on.
It's very romantic.
Plenty of crowd, darling. Oops. Oopsie.
Is that the best you can do? I'm not a challenge. I'm asking for your opinion. I don't understand this shite. Is this the best you can do?
The arrogance of mages is tied up in their belief that they can undo and redo as they will. I will not be that arrogant. I am the last. There will be none after me. And the best I can do is fix what we have and go forward.
Is that enough?
If that's what she says she can do, then that's what she can do.
If you want me to attempt more, I could re-break the world. But this, with where we are and what we have, this I can do.
Please don't break the world again. I rather like it. In fact, it's a much more interesting place than the underworld.
This might be the levelest playing field humans have gotten in a while. I mean, no more gentry. For
No
me.
more mages.
No more mages. A lot fewer vampires.
Yeah. Oh, there will be even fewer. I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
We will give them their best shot.
Do what you need to do.
Guard your eyes. And then, yeah, I send up the entire warehouse.
Nice.
And, like, can I just, like, for flavor, like, have frozen time in the middle of it, and she just weeps for, like, all of the history of her people that she's, like, currently sending up, and the lies she's telling to the last people she cares about in the world. And then unfreezes time, and...
Mm-hmm. And, yeah. the all of everything that the mages had left behind, you have now destroyed.
Yep.
I kind of want to see how well you do this, but I don't want to have you roll. So tell me each of the separate things you want to have happen. Like, you want the zombies to go away.
Yep.
The new underworld to be the underworld.
Yep.
Wife alive?
Huh?
Wife alive? No? Okay. What else?
Sorry.
Sun.
Fix
Go
the
to
sun.
Winchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix the sun. What else?
Repair the shadow so there's not like giant boat ladies just fucking floating around.
Yeah.
Eating boats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 things?
Fix the werewolves.
Oh, is there something wrong with werewolves?
Yeah, there's super wrong with the werewolves.
Okay,
Yeah.
fix whatever's wrong with the werewolves. I
Cool.
don't know what that is, but sure.
They're all in Garu from murdering too many zombies all the time, and they all went crazy.
Okay, so will that self heal with the lack of zombies? Or does it
No, they have like a madness now.
Oh,
Is what,
okay.
right?
Yeah, they have like a madness now.
Gotcha. Okay, so then we just get some dog nip for the werewolves.
Cool.
Calm them the fuck down real quick.
So, what I want you to do, we're not going to worry about paradox or anything
Nah,
like
fuck it, I'll
that.
bring a wife back. I'm not worried about it. Let's do this.
Well, what I want you to do is I want you to roll your magic.
that's it. That's the thing.
For each success you get one of these things.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
So
And
normal
that's-
die roll?
Yeah, just your normal magic roll. If you want to spend a willpower, you can spend a willpower.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is showing my utter lack of willpower. I have 2 more, so.
And then
No,
wife.
hold on, I have to start over, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, count. 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus, this is the one thing I do. Plus 6. For willpower. Alright.
All right, definitely get 5 successes.
Done. She said without looking at the numbers at all. Okay.
5.
Did you do it?
Exactly 5.
You got it.
Yeah, dope. Shit. So specific.
Nailed
I'll-
it.
Good job, Dice.
All those things happen.
All right, you get 1 wife back. I don't
Yeah.
know which one I brought back. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's the nice one.
Yeah.
The one that screams the least, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
one
By the way,
that
she
still's
still
gonna
doesn't.
hate him.
She still don't recognize you.
Oh, I know that. I mean,
Oopsie.
Epilogue. What is the Grey Lady hope for in this new world?
I think she's going to, if she can, continue to kick around and actually try and do right by the people that are still in her particular profession.
Oh, okay.
And haunt and terrify men that try to take advantage.
Perfect. Nice.
Dope.
The Grey Lady is now feared throughout the world.
Wait, do I get to say the queen of this world?
Sure.
Cool sight.
I mean, like, right now you're just saying you're the queen of the world. You have to, like, do it. But
Yeah.
you're definitely the queen of London.
Ah, cool. All right, sweet. Go.
Like,
Continue.
Remember all those tiaras? Yeah.
I mean, you took like half of them, right?
Yeah, but there's still
Okay,
half left.
okay, cool.
Half left is like 1,200.
Checks the watch. 1,200.
It's my tiara gauge. It's not a watch.
You don't have a tiara gauge?
I'm so sorry. I gotta step my game up.
And Gladys probably continues to harass Charlie a lot.
I think he'll retire from civilized life.
Yeah.
Aw,
It's just
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, he's just like, F it.
Yeah.
you can come hang out with me.
He's gonna retire from civilized
Oh,
life.
no.
You did good, Chuck. You did
So you
good.
just like run around as a wolf for forever.
like Kane, walking the world like Kane.
So, wait,
Yeah.
you're gonna be a bum?
Yeah, sure.
Dead.
for 100 years, the descendants of Catherine Scott always felt something unsettling and yet protective. They never knew what it was, but things always seemed to work out for them in oftentimes violent manner. But they always had something or someone watching over them.
Aw, creeper dad.
Nice.
Weird.
Creepy daddy.
You did it. Good job.
Yeah.
And there was always unidentified flying objects around that town.
Like,
Frozen cat in
is
orbit.
Beautiful. I love it.
Bring us home.
Yeah. Grace is definitely retiring to the underworld on the moon to just
It's
be
the overworld.
princess of that generally. I think there's just less and less like boundary / difference between her and Ellen as time goes on, like because she stopped basically shifting back and forth and is just like hanging out
Right.
in that in-between realm. But she does come to Earth to visit Khairyn and like takes a vacation, and then there's way too many like nightmares, and there's just like a rash of madness usually
Yeah.
for like a week out of the year, and everybody's like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
Like
Grace
Mercury's
is
in
town.
retrograde.
Amazing.
Grace is in retrograde.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy week.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she's just real good at ruling the underworld and
Uh-huh.
generally being a nightmare person. That's her forte.
Yay. This is the happiest ending I've ever had in a Happy Text game.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought y'all were gonna die.
I definitely thought we were gonna die. Sweet.
We're monsters. We can't die.
Well, thank you very much for joining us for episode 13, the final episode of the Autumn People. I guess we're supposed to say other stuff we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be back here on Wednesdays.
Yay!
In
Doing what?
In the Masks game, which is called. Did we decide on the name? It's called something.
Called Mass.
Matt,
It's called Masks, and it'll be great. And I'm going to be playing and not running, so it's going to be great. And I'm going to try and not be edgelord.
Why would you say that?
That's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yikes.
He's gonna try.
I'm gonna do my best.
I'm saying don't do your best, just live your dreams.
What else are you guys doing?
I'm here, like, for Infinity of Forever on Mondays because I'm in, along with Sam, the Greenwood
Yes.
Collective, which is run by Jason, and
don't
that's
know
really
her.
fun. It's a Shadowrun campaign.
It
And
is
then,
super fun. Content warning spiders.
So many.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
Smoking things in
Fire.
Hashtag on brand.
I'm multi.
And we're here on the other Mondays, very soon, playing Tales from the Flood.
Yeah.
We're just going to start up on the
Things
floor.
from the flood.
Things from the Flood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in to
so
find
yeah.
out if I grow up to be a supervillain.
Answer?
Yes.
We've seen the Autumn People.
And
then-
everything else.
And then I just wrapped up my Seventh Veil campaign here on Monday, but I am GMing a game for 12-sided stories right now. I'm running Unquiet Blood, a game of Vampire 5e.
Oh,
So
good.
Aabria is a part of that.
So
You should
good.
check it out. It's a lot of fun and ridiculous and highly produced with all kinds of sound effects and cool stuff. So 12-sided stories.
Fun fact.
Yay.
Guess which clan I'm in.
Uh,
Fucking guess.
you're a
I do
Malkavian.
know. Can I spoil it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Perfect.
Like more magic.
I was like on brand.
Yeah, right. So on brand. This is spicy ass witch all the time.
You could have
Yes.
been a Malkavian, though.
I know. No, I wanted to be cute. In addition to the Mask game and Unquiet Blood, you can catch me on Hyper RPG on Mondays playing Collect 1991. It's a Kids on Bikes actual play that's like Twin Peaks. And on Fridays on Troll Hunters, which is a D&D game with food punishment when you laugh, which is very good and fun. And on Tuesdays, you can catch me on Saving Throw Show. I am running D&D 5th edition Pirates of Salt Bay game that's just very silly, like pirate nonsense, but also with like weird, like we did a Hot Springs episode that ended up being like an emotional grinder, so it's really good.
So on Hyper RPG, do you guys ever eat just like a ton of pixie sticks
Oh, that'd
and
be
then
amazing.
like get super hyper?
No, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Normally it's just like really hot peppers or butter flavored soda,
Oh.
which is disgusting.
That sounds
I don't
super
like
Yeah.
bad.
I've
not
had
great.
I'd had butter tea before, and that's not good.
Not good.
That also
Yeah,
sounds
no.
yucky.
Yak butter? Yeah, no.
Oh, I've tried.
Yeah, it's not good.
I wanted yak butter to be sweeter.
Yeah,
it's
and it was not.
It's funky as hell.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Get it together, yaks.
But yak stew is delicious.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yak stew is delicious. They got a good place for yak stew here in town.
I'm walking into the wild.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
For real?
Yeah. I was like, screw it, guys. This game ended. City Miss ended.
You're just gonna retire to the forest? Okay.
Like you do.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll be back here on Mondays starting November 4th for Things from the Flood.
Woo!
That's really my only big thing coming
That's
up.
not true. We actually have
Oh,
it's a
that's
two-shot.
right. That's true. That is true.
yeah,
That's true.
12-sided stories.
12-Sided Stories also has a Halloween episode coming up that I was fortunate enough to be able to guest on, and so look for that too.
Yay.
Super spooky. Yeah.
I'm spoopy. Thanks for asking. So, great. Thank you very much for joining us on this final episode of The Autumn People that turned out way better than I thought it would.
We're not killing guys.
Yay.
I was going to try and kill you, but if
Could have happened.
you jumped in front of a whole bunch of people with guns, and bad things happen. And you didn't. Hooray!
Tappy, you did an amazing job. This was such a fun
Thanks.
game.
I'm glad you guys had a good
Thanks for
time.
letting us be horrible monsters.
Yay!
You're
Some
running-
people.
So what are you talking about?
And this
Some
is what
people are
happens
more
when you don't
monstrous
write a
than
story.
Phenomenal. Thanks for running like 11 teen splats simultaneously.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Phenomenal.
Big props. Thank you very much.
It is good times.
Also, Geist is my new favorite thing to play. It's
Yeah.
the best.
You're like,
I can rip my arm off and just throw it and have it
It's
come
just
back.
like
and just-
gift after gift. Make a homunculus out of my own blood. Happy birthday to me.
Amazing.
So we will see you in no weeks.
Yay!
Yeah, no weeks.
And check out all our other shows.
Yeah, on HappyJacks /shows.
HappyJacks.org.
.org/shows.
And the
Nailed
forum.
it.
I had a thing.
You could
I had
Google
a
it.
thing to read.
Don't kill us,
I
Kimmy.
ate it.
We're trying
Don't
to
kill me.
HappyJacks.org/howtopeople.
Maybe I'll get a show again. I don't know.
All right.
And we'll leave
Bye,
you with the song.
everyone.
Bye.
We did it.
Oh shit.
We did it.
Twin suns sink behind the lake and the shadows lengthen in Carcosa. Strange is the night where black stars rise. Strange moons circle through the skies. But stranger still is lost Carcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung as tears unshed, shall try and die in lost Carcosa. Strange is the night where black stars rise, and strange moons circle through the skies, but stranger still is lost Carcosa. Song that the Hyades shall sing, where flap the tatters of the king must die unheard in dim Carcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung as tears unshed, shall try and die in lost Carcosa.